That's on default, which it shouldn't be. I think it's that one. Hello.
Can you hear us now?
Yeah, I can.
Okay. Sorry about that, guys. One of our options
That was
changed.
just weird that it would just
Anyways, hey,
be
thanks for
different.
being here on Wrestling Gab for Monday Night Raw. I'm Dalitha. That's Travis. Woo!
And Cody's just coming out to the ring.
Cody's coming down. Sorry if you hear yapping in the background. We're torturing animals in her house, just so you know. You should break that some more.
Just do you and I'll
Anyways, we have some people in the chat tonight. Walter is in there. Hey, Walter. You said you weren't going to be here till later, but now you're in here now. Awesome. Hey, Walter. Bryce is in the chat. Ravi is with us. Film and Robert. Thanks for letting us know you couldn't hear us, Robert. Appreciate that. Aoife is with us, and Quentin Mitchell is out there, and Sophie just joined us. Hey, guys. How's it going for everybody? Everybody enjoy the start to their week, if that is the start to your week on Monday. How was your weekend? It's been pretty hot in a lot of places. We finally got some of that heat wave here. It was terrible. Bryce says, happy Monday once again, Travis and Dee. And Walter said he won some bingo on Saturday. Congratulations, Walter, on winning. Ravi said, hello. How the devil are you guys? Film says, hello, Miss Dee and Travis. Big hugs, big heart. It's Monday, and you know what that means. It's Monday Night Raw. Robert says, hey, what's up? Long time no see. I've been busy working. I'm sorry. Totally understand that, Robert. That's how life actually happens when you have to be a responsible adult. Adulting is stupid, and I don't know why people like it. Robert says, yeah, I can hear y'all now. And Aoife says, yes, yes. Yes. Oh, you could hear us. How you doing, girl? How was your first waitressing this weekend? How'd it go? I think you started on Saturday. Walter says, okay, now I'm here. Cody promo. Quentin says, hey, Trinity Naomi won the Impact Women's World title. Sophie says, hi, how was your weekend? Pretty good. How about yours? Walter says, Raw in my hometown sold out. Sounds about right. Quentin says, Shotzi shaved her head to support her sister in a battle with cancer. Correct. That is what we saw and heard as well. So Mrs. Bailey got injured at a live event this past weekend. Not surprising. So this is Eric Young is back with Impact. This is like his third or fourth run with Impact.
Yeah, I've seen that. He must have got released.
I don't know who Eric Young is.
He's the one that yelled at me. Did I tell you about?
Oh, that dumbass.
Dumas.
Quentin says, so, Wrestling Gab, what do you want to talk about?
Yeah.
Well, Cody's going to tell us. Robert says, thanks, I appreciate it, but how y'all been? Doing pretty good, Robert. Not too bad. Surviving all this heat wave that the whole
game.
Everybody's having. And
is everybody having out?
It's been pretty across the United States.
Oh, it's that one.
Pretty big. But yeah. So,
what you want to talk about?
Georgia.
There's some flash flooding going on in the east.
Atlanta, Georgia.
There's flooding there?
That's where they're at.
Yeah.
Atlanta. That's his home. He's from Atlanta.
Yeah.
Weird. Had no idea. What do you want to talk about? The son of a plumber?
Grandson.
Grandsons of plumbers?
His dad was
But they're not going to talk.
wrestler.
He's got shadows that moves on everything.
So many
Do you need that?
Mm-hmm. I was just writing down wrestling matches that are happening at SummerSlam.
Ooh, buy a magazine.
Yeah, would it commit suicide, do you think?
Probably. Walter says, if I went to Raw, it's loud with fireworks, then get home late. Yeah, it happens, Walter. But sometimes it's fun. Harley is in the chat now. Hey, Harley says, hello, everybody. Sorry I'm late. You're not late. You're just on time. How was your weekend, Harley? Have a good one? Robbie says, D, he's defo a dumbass. True that. And Sophie says, CBS announced its new fall schedule today with a lot of Paramount Plus shows going to CBS.
Good.
Huh. Wow. Is it because nobody can do new shows? Quinn says, Josh Alexander returned from injury. Who's Josh Alexander?
I thought he was like an announcer. I mean, I'm pretty sure I know who Josh Alexander is.
I have no idea. Sophie says Nick Aldis is once again a free agent. Who's
I like him.
Aldis?
You wouldn't know him. You've never seen him before. But he was the champion at NWA, and then he went to Impact for a minute to do a little bit of a feud. So I don't know what he's doing now.
Ravi says, I haven't had a heat wave in the UK. It's been a mixed bag of weather. That's good, Ravi. I did say the United States, if anybody was wondering about that. The UK is not the United States. Walter says, welcome home. Yeah, welcome home, Cody. Quentin says, my family and I are at our new home. We've just finished packing. You finished packing or unpacking? Robbie says, what happened when the grape got stepped on? It let out a little whine. Quentin says, Josh Alexander from Impact Wrestling. I don't know him. I don't know any wrestlers in Impact. Sorry. Sophie says, if you're going to a wrestling event, how long will it take you to get there on time? Well, considering that they don't usually have them in our state of Idaho, we'd have to travel about 3 hours to get to one.
Yeah, the closest would be either Boise or Salt Lake City. And they don't really do them in Salt Lake for some reason. I'm not sure.
They do them in Salt Lake. We've had them on here in Salt Lake.
I know,
I thought
they're
before.
very rare.
It's rare. It doesn't happen. They don't do a lot around here. And they usually don't do very many in Idaho, if it any at all. So, it would have to be farther away. So, good flight, 2-hour flight or 12-hour drive. Trying to think who would be closer.
Oh,
Vegas
Mama's there.
or
Mama
Phoenix?
Rhodes. Front row. There she is. He's crying now.
Oh my God, that looks like what's-his-face's mom.
Yeah, everybody has the same mom.
It looks like, Chuck's mom.
Chuck Norris.
Chuck and T
Oh,
off.
Susan.
Yeah, Susan.
That's a daddy.
Harley says, yes, we can. Was fun, spend time with my family. Good deal. Robbie says, D, what seasonings would you recommend to season chicken with? Depends on what kind of chicken you want. Do you want spicy chicken or do you want a different type of chicken? And what's it going in? What's it going with? Sophie says, WWE usually do live events in your neck of the woods every once in a while. Every once in a blue moon. Sophie says, I wonder Cody Rhodes' mom shows up on AEW TV this week. What would be the reaction? I don't know. Her other son's on there, so. Walter's like, Cody Rhodes, great wrestler. Hard times.
Make hard men.
Ooh, Robbie's like, just something flavorful. Flavorful, huh? Oh, I don't know, dude. For gosh, occasions, do seasonings that you like.
What kind of seasoning do you like? Taco?
No, something flavorful. I mean, on chicken, we usually do that rub mix I make, so. Which has, like.
Everything.
Garlic and, oregano. No.
What's the red chili pepper stuff?
It's garlic and chili powder. Cayenne,
Oh, there he is.
Celery.
We knew he would come out early.
Seed or whatever you want to call it.
Is
Celery
it really
seed.
him, though? Is he really coming? I haven't seen him
Paprika
yet.
has a very, very, very mild
Look
flavor.
out from behind you.
So he's up your butt. Bryce says, I am great today. Good deal. P-Cole is now in the chat. Hey, P-Cole, this is all
mind
righty
game.
then. And Sophie says, there's a story. Vince went to Cody's house to convince him to return to the WWE.
Nice.
Nothing wrong with stories like that.
wouldn't be
P-Cole says,
surprised.
Ravi, what you going on about? Vindicator's in the chat. Hey, Vin, says Travis, Dalitha. I'm just in time to see Raw have a late Mother's Day celebration.
Another.
Robbie's like, paprika? No, not the paprika. He's like, I'm ready for you.
So they started his music, nothing happened. Now he's going back there.
Walter's like, I like popcorn and Sprite
That
on a
sounded
live
like a chair
event.
shot. Oh,
Oh, damn.
there's Brock.
Oh, no, not the Brock.
It was a chair shot. Oh, again a chair shot. Right to the back.
Sophie says, did you see a video of Disney characters on the red carpet for the premiere of the rebooted Haunted Mansion movie? Nope. Don't watch any of that stuff. Piccolo says onion salt, garlic salt. Did you? Did you see any of that?
I saw something about it.
Premiere of the rebooted Haunted Mansion movie.
But I don't remember what it was. Like, why, like, is there something special?
I don't know. They just asked if we saw it. Nope. Ravi, Piccolo says onion salt and garlic salt, and Ravi says Piccolo was asking about flavor for chicken. Faye says, who's kicking off Raw tonight? That's Cody Rhodes
and Brock.
They're out there doing stuff, and Cody's mom's going to see him get beat up. Oh, how terrible.
Right in front of his mom.
Walter's like, there's Lesnar, boo! Piccolo's like, do you have a whole chicken to cut up? And Sophie says, I am not a big popcorn fan. And Robbie says, chicken thighs, Cola. Well, if it's chicken thighs,
then it's all good.
So, like I said, it really depends on how you want them. If you just want flavorful, then you can add pretty much anything to it. I mean, in all reality, you can add Italian seasoning, oregano. You do salt, pepper, and garlic. You can do onion on it. All of them.
He's going to break Cody's arm right in front of his
again?
family.
He's going to break his arm again?
Yeah.
We already saw him break his arm. This is dumb. I don't want to see it again.
You don't want to see more broken arms?
No, it's just dumb. Sophie says, so Brock versus Cody 3 falls count anywhere? I don't know, Sophie. They haven't mentioned that part. Vindicator says, how predictable they stumble over to that specific spot. Yeah, this is playing out just like Ray and Dom and their family. Sophie says Bobby and the Street Profits looks to be the new Hurt Business. Hopefully this time they don't mess it up like last time. Hopefully they don't make them the Hurt Business. The Street Profits should still just be the Street Profits. I feel like if that's the case, they're just living in a shadow. And they don't really do much with Bobby anyway. So basically, not only are they fucking Bobby with not doing anything with him, they're fucking the Street Profits by not doing anything with them. And now they're cutting off the fact that Montez Ford could possibly be a singles wrestler at some point. But if they do put them all together, then they fuck that up royally. So take your pick on how fucked up WWE can make that.
I call them Street Business. I dubbed the name Street Business. So if they are going to be together, it's Street Business for me.
Film says, come on, Cody, don't let them defeat you like this. FaZe says, who's your favorite tag team of all time, Travis?
Very easy. The Road Warriors.
Sophie says Survivor Series is going to be War Games. It will be interesting who will participate in them this year. Vindicator says, hello, Sophie, messing things up is WWE's specialty. And Walter says, Brock hurt Cody's arm.
Yeah, I heard it. Right in the center of the ring.
Bastard. How dumb. That looks creepy.
It's just a cartoon.
Like, the whole cartoon looks creepy, though.
Yeah.
Like, the way they drew them, the way it's made. It's creepy. Creeps me out.
A lot of creepoids.
Yeah, creeps. Piccolo says, here, street business is the world's oldest profession. It is. It should be legal everywhere.
I agree.
Vindicator says, so a lame opening segment with a spot that's been done before just last month. Looks another long night come ahead. Well, it's 3 hours, Vindicator, so, you know, we only wasted 16 minutes of it.
They started it out with their 2 stars. So there is nowhere to go but down.
Nowhere to go but down. So it says Brock versus Cody is the official first match for SummerSlam when we are like 2 weeks away from SummerSlam. Well, it was like, so SummerSlam, Cody Rhodes versus Brock Lesnar. Get the medic for Cody. Get the medical. Call 911. Wonder if that's ever happened. Somebody was at a wrestling event and they saw a move and they thought the person was broken, so they called 911.
Like I just witnessed.
I just witnessed a murder of murder. I don't know what to do about it.
He jumped off the 2nd story through 3 tables.
The guy looks dead. He's not moving.
He's twitching.
Nobody's doing anything about it.
The other guy's kicking him in the back of the head.
Vindicator says, Travis, did you see Ricky Starks defeated Punk over the weekend?
I did.
Robbie says, D, will Cody be the face of the company when he's champ?
It was kind of weird. I don't know if they're turning him heel since he cheated.
I don't
like,
know.
I don't know if that's...
Ricky Starks?
Yeah. I mean, and when I say cheated, it was like... Remember when Becky cheated and she held the rope for 1 second?
Oh.
It was that kind of cheating. It was just like a
quick help and that was done.
yeah, he reached
Not
over, grabbed the
really
rope like
cheating.
that, and then it was on the 3. So he held it from 2.5 to 3, the rope. I think he was supposed to probably hold it a little earlier than that, but it's all good.
Yeah, it happens.
He won. What got me, though, was they put it on Willow. That's disgusting.
The Owen Hart stuff? Yeah, that's just dumb.
Like, to me, that's just the dumbest thing that they could do.
Considering that they've had feuds of Britt Baker and the Outcast for a while, why wouldn't they have done it and given it to an Outcast?
All right.
It's almost like he felt bad for the stupid bitch and was like, here you go.
Well, I don't know how you could feel bad for her.
I don't know either, but somehow. Robbie's like, D, will Cody be the face of the company when he's champ?
Yeah. I think he could be on Good Morning America.
He should be, right?
All the
Vindicator says
talk
Cody
show
is going
circuits.
after Seth. They already teased that 2 weeks ago.
Good.
I guess, yeah. Picola says, do you remember the ambulance match with Kane versus John Cena? I bet Brock and Cody could run that back. That sounds
Right.
bad.
Yeah, I mean, they could do something like that, or a last man standing, or just a no disqualification. I feel like there's going to be something, some extreme rules type thing.
Walter says, okay, at 9:10, I'm going. I'll be here Wednesday, 8 p.m. Still in chat right now. Fantastic.
Boom.
Vindicator says AEW had an all-time worst moment during the Tony versus Taya match. Thunderstorm cut off the feed halfway through, so they ended up showing last week Collision.
Oh, that's pretty funny. I didn't record it, and so I could only watch that first match because I leave my DVR on for a half hour after just in case shows run over. And so I just watched the Murder Hawk and Orange Cassidy match, and then that Tony Storm match started. And they were wrestling for a minute, and then my shit stopped. So that's pretty funny. So I didn't miss it.
There you go. Robbie says, Willow, will she ever be someone rememberable?
No.
Yeah, of hurting people,
she's
breaking them.
The Nia Jax of AEW.
Possibly. I don't know. We'll see how that goes. Maybe she can get out of that. Vindicator says, but only lasted until Willow and Starks were presented with their trophies.
I thought that was happening this Wednesday.
So
they gave it to him last night?
So they did the trophy stuff last night,
Or,
Vindicator?
Saturday night.
Saturday night? That's weird.
I swear that they said they were going to do it on Wednesday with, what's her name, the Heart.
Yeah, why would they do it? Why would they do it on a Saturday when nobody watches it on a Battle of the Belts thing? That's just fucking stupid.
That is weird. Okay, first match of the night, Riddle versus Gunther. That should be okay to start the show out.
I mean, they did cut it off before they even showed Starks even the trophy. Like, they cut his shit off completely. But Willow did get to go up the ramp and make Tony Khan uncomfortable. He looks uncomfortable, like, constantly.
In his
Weird kid.
cowboy hat.
He's so weird. It was so awkward.
He's awkward, yeah.
He is the most awkward person. Like, I'm just like, dude, what is wrong with you?
He just doesn't have social skills. He's probably kind of a nerdy.
Anyways, and so that was just like awkwardly weird when she went up there and stuff. It was just strange. So Chris is in the chat. Hey Chris, good to see you tonight. Says hey Travis and D. Hey bud, how's it going? Walter says Matt Riddle in action and for the win.
Right. Oh, really? You think he's gonna beat Gunther, huh?
Ugh.
That'll be interesting.
Vindicator says yeah.
Imperium,
they presented the awards during Battle of the Belts.
Imperium is they're banned by Ringside, from Ringside.
Oh, cool. Was hey Vin on that saying that if they presented the awards to him, was the Hart lady there? Owen Hart's wife? Because that's why they did it, and that's who presented it last time.
Yeah, I'm
So
sure.
I figured they would present it again this time. So was she the presenter of them?
Yes, I'm sure she was. Since that's what they said.
Robbie says.
I just thought it was going to be on Wednesday, which is fine. I'm glad.
Well, they'd have way more people watching it if they would have done it that way.
It's weird. It's almost like they didn't care about the tournament because they put it on their B shows.
Yeah. like garbage. Like, why even do it at this point? It's like, it's too much. Nah, we don't want to do it. Rise says Suplex City seems like a dangerous place to visit. Vindicator says, but they will likely recap it on Dynamite. Sophie says, did you guys watch that Impact pay-per-view this past weekend?
No, you know, I was going to. There really wasn't anything on Saturday, and I was going to. I just forgot.
No, instead we watched other things, like movies. Walter says, boo, Imperium. Film says, I heard Bailey's injuries. I hope she'll be okay.
Yeah, me too. She's needed because that other girl can't do it by herself.
Sophie says, we are getting Owens, Zayn versus Damien and Dynamite tonight. Film says, hope she'll be okay. Vindicator says, Khan is just a finance guy. He needs an Adam Pearce or Mick Foley type to run the show. Walter says, I like the new entrance for Raw and SmackDown.
Yeah, it's not bad, is it?
Robbie says, I didn't know the tournament was going on. See? That dude, Evan, is in the chat. Hey, Evan.
Hey, that
says,
dude.
yo, what's up?
Just watching some Monday
what
Night
up,
Raw,
man?
hanging out with you guys.
It's Raw. It's
Also
Raw
watching
time.
some Dodgers baseball over there.
Ew, God, why are we watching these horrible
Bleh.
people?
Well, there's no other shit on.
Ew, the Dodgers and the Orioles? Ugh.
Orioles are winning, so it's all good.
I feel like I've got a
Uh-oh.
disease now.
Not anymore. Now it's, well, they're still going to be winning. Well, maybe not.
Oh,
Safe.
you didn't
Oh, he got
make it.
Got him!
You got out.
Uh-oh. Riddle's going to tap him out.
Punch him in the kidney. Punch him in the kidney.
Gunther will just stand up and slam him down.
Punch him in the kidney. Punch him in the kidney. Oh. Wrong show.
I don't think
Wrong
he
type
got
of
him.
stuff. You don't think he got him?
No, they showed the replay. And I don't think he got him.
They showed the replay and it was wrong?
But you only get like 2 challenges, so they're not going to. I mean,
Why
they
would
might,
you challenge
but-
that? It's the beginning of the whole thing. I guess I don't know.
Oh, shit, a chop right across the throat.
Throat.
Slams him down.
Throat chopping. People's like, oh, I don't even want to talk about AEW, right? Vindicator's like, you guys are in the minority about Collision. A lot of fans are likely it more than Dynamite right now. Vindicator, the only reason why is because
It's a CM Punk show,
That's
but to me, like I do watch both. They have a better announce team, and so it really does help. Where Dynamite's announce team is really bad, it really is. Like, it's not decent; it's bad. But Collision, the matches aren't very good. Where Dynamite usually has better matches. That's just my opinion. But CM Punk's been on the new show, and obviously he's a draw. The only problem is they're not getting ratings.
yeah, their ratings
so-
are going down.
So the people that are watching it are like the people that are watching like NXT or
Rampage.
Rampage. And so there's 500,000 strong that watch it every week. I watch it. Just watch it and fast forward on Sunday.
Yeah, he doesn't watch it live, which doesn't count.
Right. But I do watch it. I just kind of just get to the ending so I can kind of see who won and whatnot. I mean, they had a 58-minute match to start out the show on Saturday. Like,
What the fuck?
that just,
it's a 2-hour show.
It's a 2-hour show. You can't
Jesus
you can't do
Christ.
things like that.
That's fucking dumb as fuck. Vindicator's like, Rampage is still the show that struggles the most. Sophie says, if you didn't see Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 in theaters, it will hit Disney Plus on August 2nd.
Oh, nice.
Walter
Thanks.
says, every time when I go to Raw, fans go, woo!
Woo!
Robbie says, oh, did Raw change the title music? They must have. I didn't pay attention. I have no idea what's going on.
Yep.
Sophie says, some AEW fans are loving that AEW Saturday show a lot more than Wednesday show. Robbie says, just don't get Riddle's feet in your face. Yeah. Want to know why?
He's got athlete spot.
Yes, because you'll get athlete's face. Piccola says, we had some rain over the weekend. Our AC crapped on us. Oh, God. That's the worst. Are you going to be able to get it fixed?
Yeah, that's tough.
Walter says, Matt Riddle wears shoes. There might be broken glass. Chris says, not going to lie. That first match was best TV tag match ever.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, Chris? Was it the best ever? Sophie says, do you think Raw and SmackDown will get some changes like they do every year on every couple of years or every couple of years? Sure, I'm sure they'll change all the time, Sophie. Harley says, I'm watching the Detroit Tigers. Piccolo says, Collision will get diminished after CFB starts. Probably.
Yeah, that's going to be a hard one to go up against. You know, and the pay-per-views. I kind of want to see how it does up against some of the WWE pay-per-views at the same time.
UFC pay-per-views.
UFC pay-per-views. I think there has been one when they've been on. Maybe
Yeah,
not. I don't know. When did they start?
last weekend.
The 17th?
Whatever, first July one we did. Because they started in
The
June.
8th. Yeah, we already did it. So, yeah, I'd have to just see what theirs is. I mean, obviously, if you're going to pay for UFC pay-per-view,
You're not going to be watching Collision
You might not be a Collision guy anyways, but I am. So there are some. Me and Rob talk about that every once in a while. It's like, I don't know why these sports don't figure out when the other people's shit is on and work around it. There's so many weekends where there's nothing.
Robbie says Dynamite seems very rushed with no thought. Chris says best TV AEW match to clarify. Oh. Piccolo says it was 2 out of 3 falls match. People knew that already. Sophie says, do you think the AEW Saturday show will get more viewers after summer ends? No. I think it won't get very many. I think it'll go down.
When fall hits, there's going to be college football on, and there's usually some pretty big games.
That's what Piccolo was talking about, Sophie. CFB means college football.
football.
Ravi says, Dee, did you experience that? What? Sophie says Collision will get slaughtered when they face WWE pay-per-views. Piccolo says, we had a guy come out today. It's only 48 hours of shooty ball sack life. Sweaty. Yeah, that's good. Still sucks, though.
Nope.
Definitely not.
Riddle's been doing really good in this match so far.
Walter says, go,
hit him
Riddle,
with
get
the
the
Bexploder.
win.
Now he's kicking him in the back.
Sophie says, LOL, all in, when, Sophie says, when all in and out happen a week apart, fans will have to decide which pay-per-view they want to pay for and which they will miss out. Piccolo says, yeah, LO college football. Oh, Robbie says people would rather do more with their Saturday than watch AEW or wrestling.
It's a tough one, and I think there are going to be a lot of people that just DVR it like I do. I have watched some live, too. If there's nothing on, and I remember that it's on, I do set a reminder on my phone, then I'll watch it. But it's hard for me to remember that there's just normal wrestling on Saturdays.
So it says, nice Saturday Night Live callback. Walter's like, this Friday SmackDown on FS1, guys. Don't forget.
Yeah.
That's right. Don't forget.
Well, we appreciate that, too, because then
Aoife must have fell asleep. She was with us, and then she disappeared.
I can put it on the normal TV without hooking up the, whatever that thing's called. The Firefox
The
thing.
Fire Stick?
Fire Stick.
Robbie says, D knows what I mean. Mm-hmm. Ayla's in the chat, though. Hey, Ayla. Walter says, hey, Ayla. Sophie says the DVR automatically remembers to record whatever show you set to record. Is that how it works?
It's
So
smart.
Weird.
I usually just turn it to that channel.
Let's go to the top rope, Riddle says.
And hit record. Oh!
Knees up. Ha ha ha.
There's
I
the
hope you
knees.
broke your back.
That's how we did it in the old days. You turned it to that channel and hit record.
Right. Ayla says, hey, Walter and Pickle says, Saturday nights, wow, when you're in the South and love that foosball.
There
Ayla
it
says,
is. Gunther
did you
wins
see
it.
the wedding pictures? Travis showed them to me.
Oh. I'm like, what the fuck?
He showed me a couple of them. Why?
820 on that one. That's not bad for Gunther to run through Riddle. And it's about damn time. Now, where's Drew Mack? Doesn't Drew Mack have to come out?
Does he?
What do you mean?
Does he have to come out?
Yeah, I mean, they only have a couple weeks to build for SummerSlam.
I don't know. That seems silly.
I love how clean it was, too, that he beat him. He just literally, it just better. Beat him in 8 minutes. A little over 8 minutes. But.
That's way better than the last time he had with whoever it was that it took forever. Pico says, Yo-Yo, Ayla, how you been? Walter says, Gunther won. Boo! Pico's like, who got hitched this time? Robbie says, do you think British presenters work on American TV?
Yeah, absolutely.
Some of them do. Kevin, not so much. Not so much. He's a dweeb.
You know, I don't know if there's any, like, big personality women there, but that would work, I think.
Probably.
Like a big, but it would have to be a big personality.
Ayla says, hey, Fat Lisa, I've been good. How about you? Sophie says it was looking like the 2 AEW pay-per-views coming up will cost $50 each. Ayla's like, just asking, laughing. And Sophie's like, Drew is filming a movie, so he isn't in Atlanta today. And
Well.
Ayla says, my mom, Fat Lisa. Pickle's like, oh, the AC had flooded our carpet the other morning, so we were out of cold air over the weekend. Well, that's shitty.
Yeah, was it just your circulation pump, or not circulation pump, but your
Coils?
your pump?
How did it flood your
What the
carpet?
hell was that pump? Sump pump, whatever the pump was we bought.
Oh.
Because when those
The overflow
lock,
pump?
yeah, when they lock, they don't.
Pickle says,
Pump out.
ah, well, happy for her. Robbie says Gunther would look so much better with shorts on and not 8-year-old pants on. You don't like his manties, Robbie? He's got the manties on. It was like, oh, that sucks, Fat Lisa. Not good on both ends. Pickle was like, yeah, Drew, text me. Did you, Pickle? Did Drew text you all about it? That's cool. Robbie's like, Ayla living the good life, yeah. And Sophie says, I had the AC crapped out before. It isn't fun. And Piccolo says, the pump needed snaked, I believe. Ugh. Ayla says, I'm living the good life, ? Or are you telling me you're living the good life?
That should be a good one. Sonya, Chelsea going up against Rack, Rod, and Liv. There's that Haunted Mansion commercial was over there. I missed it. Liv and Rack Rod. So huge.
Ginormous.
This outfit she has on is the one she wore in Elimination Chamber.
Liv?
Liv, yeah. Why don't you face the microphone?
What's
and
wrong
then
with her?
talk
What's on her
into it?
neck? What the fuck is
It's
that?
just something pretty.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it something pretty? Is it?
It's just something pretty.
Doesn't look pretty.
Oh, God. She looks like Dominic.
She's grown out her hair.
Yeah, in a mullet like Dominic. She's got Dominic's haircut. It's weird. I was going to say, shut up. Okay, here. They're starting this feud a little earlier than I thought they would. They must not
no.
be thinking about taking the title off of her then.
Rhea?
Yeah.
Nah. Not anytime soon, I don't think.
Because I feel like that's more of a WrestleMania type time and then have Rack Rod win. But that's a long ways away. How bad is it? How bad is that? We need a doctor.
Oh my god!
What we need is an actress that can wrestle. Because you ain't her.
It was like, how hot is it in Florida? So it's like, I especially like when the AC stops working out of nowhere. Robbie says, nah, his balls must squashed in them pants. Maybe. Sophie says, I don't know. Robbie, I don't have balls.
Oh, God. That was a terrible non-catch.
Sophie says, it is like 100 degrees here. Pico's like, I mean, it's swampy good life. Film's like, yes, my favorite tag team in the women's division. Harley says, which is better, onion rings or jalapeno poppers? It really depends on if you want some spicy cheese or if you want onion rings.
If I could eat onion rings, I would just eat onion rings all day and all night.
But the
they'd
onion
have
rings
to be the
he would want are the minced ones.
They have to be cheap and
like from Burger King. The minced onion rings.
the ones that are round with the bread. I don't like the ones that are real onions with the weird batter.
They're real onions, but what he doesn't like is he doesn't like them to be whole onions. He wants it to be minced onions in a ring that's all shaped the same.
Yeah. And each one's exactly the same. They're like those little kid tater tots. Basically, it's poor people food. That's what I grew up on. But jalapeno poppers is what I would pick if I went out because restaurants usually don't have poor people food.
They don't have those type of onion rings. The minced onion
They have the
rings.
gross ones that are like
The whole onion.
yeah, it's like oval,
It's an onion ring, which is an onion cut.
right? And it's
And then it's the ring, and it's battered and deep fried. I like the bloomin' onions. They're not too bad. They're like, it's cut the way it's cut, and then it's like petals of the onions. Those ones are
You eat 5 pieces of it and you're stuffed, and it's disgusting after that. And it's this big, and you eat this much of it, and it's like, oh, I shouldn't have done that.
You just eat those. That's it.
Modelo.
Pickle's like, who's the new broad with a mic?
You know, they had her on, was it last week or the week before, and Cody introduced her.
Yeah.
He said finally she's on Raw or whatever,
Yeah.
but I don't remember her name.
Her debut. I don't remember her name either. Let's see. Sophie's like, onion rings. And Ayla's like, I have a swamp cooler. I don't know if they fled. Pickle's like hiding her choke marks. Is that what that thing around her neck is for, Pickle? I was wondering. Rob is like, Ayla, do you get commission at your job? Pickle says, I know those swamp coolers last a long time. It says, we have a dry heat. I bet that humidity heat is awful. Sophie says, did you see the Wonka trailer that dropped last week? It is a prequel to the Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
Kind of. I saw parts of it, but I don't think I've seen the full trailer.
Wonka's story.
I saw the Oompa Loompa, and I
just sent that one because it was hilarious, but I saw like the full trailer before that, by the way.
Yeah.
I just didn't send it to you because I didn't think you'd be interested.
I'll
You're not a
watch
big
it.
Wonka fan.
Not
Pickle
really.
says, it depends. Yeah, crispy onion rings are fabulous, but not from BK. Ew. Those are the only ones he really likes, Picola. And they're the only ones that have the minced onions.
Okay, it's not the only ones. They sell them in a box in a store.
They do in the store, but I'm talking about a place where you go and get like that kind of shit. If you're getting jalapeno poppers or onion rings, you go to a fast food restaurant of some kind and get shit like that.
It would have to be that one, and then I would just
or a burger
live there,
restaurant or
basically.
whatever.
Get like 10 of them. What's this? It's like my mom's show here.
It's the mega whatever. The Meg. Not Meg proof.
The trench.
She got murdered with murder. By Meg. By Meg, that's funny. Thumb says, Rhea, easy now. Don't destroy her hot girlfriends, Raquel and Liv. Oh, no. Ayla's like, Robbie, commission for working a cashier job 2 days a week at my in-laws shop? Yes, I do. Sophie says, I wouldn't be surprised if we see more wrestling content everywhere. Yeah, that's it. Films like Pickle, what up, friend? Robbie says, why does the camera have to shake like it's having a fit when they brawl? They have to make it more realistic, Robbie. They have to make it in, like, first person. And Sophie's like, I like mozzarella sticks. You know what? I like mozzarella sticks, too. But where do you like mozzarella sticks from?
You get the championship pass to that and go to both nights.
Is that what the championship pass is?
Yeah, it's $9,000.
To go to both nights?
Well, no, you get a lot more than that. But
$9,000?
yeah, I was looking at it today.
Jesus fucking Christ. Yeah, no.
They have cheaper ones. Like the gold is $4,500.
Yeah, no,
The
thank
silver's less.
Pickle is like American Nightmare, the new murder pod of the summer. Oh, is it? Murder pod? I want a murder pod.
Murder.
Pickle's like, what's up, film? Robbie's like, chickpea flour is good for onion rings.
She has an A on her top. Is it?
That's weird.
That was pretty funny.
She has an A on her top?
Yeah. Like
she's
Alpha
an
Academy.
adulterer?
Yeah.
Oh.
Like that.
Vindicator says, so Travis, are you excited for a potential Rhea versus Raquel pay-per-view match that they are clearly setting up?
I want to say yes, because I liked both of those girls at one point. So I definitely want to say yes. Rackrod's not there mic-wise, and I don't know if she's there wrestling-wise. And Rhea's not there either. But they're making Rhea there because she's already champion, so we have to accept that. But I just feel like she'll just win. Mm-hmm. Rhea just beat her. Even though they've made Rackrod very, very strong as their character.
Right.
It would be forced if she won.
True. Yeah, definitely would be forced. Sophie says all the networks are still looking for stuff to fill their schedules. Sophie says, do you see them doing Santos versus LA Knight next week?
Why? I mean, why not?
Picola says, supposedly there's a controversy about the new Snow White. The 7 dwarfs aren't dwarfs.
Yep, they're like woodland creatures.
Yeah, it's dumb. That's what I'll say about it, and that's it. Because I have lots more horrible things to say about it. It was like, yeah, Fat Lisa, it's almost like Disney wants people to fight. It's like Disney forgot what their business is about. It's about the consumers.
What
not
I'm
about
excited
their
about
shit.
when any of these Disney movies comes out is the box office sales. Like seriously, like I could care less about the Little Mermaid either way, right? But I love watching like the
Them
reviews and then the numbers, and I'm like, holy shit! Because I remember when Disney would pay $40 million for a movie and make $1 billion. And
Not just that.
now they're
$300 billion.
Yeah, now they're spending like $300 million and they're making like $350 million back. Well, it's $50 million. I mean, that's better
Not
than
even
nothing.
that, but yeah.
But they're going to be in the hole like close to $1 billion over their last like 2 years from their movies.
I hope so. I hope they do. I hope they fucking tank, dumb bastards. And done.
But they know what they're doing. They're doing it on purpose.
Oh yeah.
It's BlackRock.
They just want people to be angry all the time. All I do is just don't watch it.
You know, it would be very simple to fix this if they cared, and they don't, so it doesn't matter. And that would just be get a new CEO, get rid of anybody in the company that stood by the CEO.
So they did that, and the CEO isn't doing any better than the last one they just got rid of.
Right. I'm talking about like making like getting one that does stuff, and then getting rid of anybody else in the company that supported this, and then rebrand it. And
the pedophilia of little children is what I feel like they're doing.
What? Why?
Because that's what I feel like Disney's gone towards. It's like being pedophiles. Like, their company is so weird anymore.
But what? Where's the anything?
And that they're basically promoting that and backing all that kind of shit. With the crap that they're doing. And anything that they're making anymore. It's just, most of it's crap.
Like sexualizing children?
Yeah. I feel like that's what they're doing. It's disgusting. I feel like Disney has
haven't
gone
watched
far,
the movie, but
far,
I don't know
far,
what-
far away from what they used to be. And if Walt Disney was out of his cryogenic state right now, he would fucking have a meltdown.
Maybe that'll bring him out of his cryogenic state. He'll have a melt. There's your new Disney movie. You know what's funny to me is why on earth, by the way, we have Sami Zayn and Kevin out there. Why on earth would you take a movie that's been made? Now, granted, it was a cartoon movie. Why would you take that cartoon movie, change everything about it, and then make that the movie? Why not just make a new movie? Like from scratch, like just hey, like let's just do this movie. It would, you just change a couple names because it's going to be so different from the original anyways that they could say, hey, that kind of reminds me of Snow White.
There are so many
But it wouldn't
stories
be.
that they could do. There's so many things that they could do that would be not necessarily original, but not makeovers or of what they've done.
Right.
And changing it into something that it shouldn't even be. That's the part that I don't. This inclusivity shit fucking bugs the crap out of me so bad.
Well, if they want to go that route, just
Everybody
make
gets a
movies
participation trophy.
that are based on that. Right out of the gate.
So freaking stupid.
There are plenty of heroes from different cultures and sex and everything else.
Uh-oh. Dom and Damien gonna go after those?
Yes. That's happening tonight.
Poor Kevin. Look at Kevin. He's just like, I'm gonna murder everybody. Kevin Owens is not having what they're doing, guys. So Damien's talking about putting the line of the tag team championships on the line tonight.
Put them on the line!
So Sammy's like,
Sammy has no
"Oh,
problem with
okay."
it. Kevin will probably get upset.
Kevin's like, what the fuck? Pico's like, they have inclusive members in all shapes and motherfucking sizes. Philip says, I love my big mammy Raquel. Sophie says, I don't have a fave place for mozzarella sticks. Really? I have fave places for mozzarella sticks, Sophie. Philip says, Piccola, I am feeling good. Piccola says, let me pull out a second mortgage to go to Philly. Yeah, for those WrestleMania tickets. My God. $10,000 freaking dollars. That's majorly ridiculous.
9, and that's the championship
Still 10.
package.
You said 9,500.
I said 9. Period. It's
10,000.
45.
Does it include your airfare?
No.
Exactly. So $10,000. That includes airfare.
By the
that
way,
includes a car to get where you need to go.
Airfare is a lot more expensive than you think. To fly McKenna home is going to be over $600.
That's their problem. Figure it out. Go get a job. Ayla says, I have an opinion on Snow White, but whatever. I'm just not going to watch it. Same with the new Fern Gully coming out. Can't believe they did that, too. So ridiculous. Never.
They're going to do Fern Gully, huh? That's a weird one.
God damn.
Hopefully they do it right, because that one's an interesting one. Well, Fern Gully's a weird one.
Well, technically, they should do it right because Fern Gully was all liberal tarded anyways when it first came out because it was about saving the forest. Now, I agree with that Fern Gully because it was a cartoon. It was part of my childhood, and I really like that movie. But don't worry, they will fuck it up. Ravi says, hair versus hair, Bailey versus Shotzi. Shotzi already shaved her hair, sweetie. It doesn't work like that.
Yeah, and Bailey's hurt.
Piccolo says, oh no, another Fern Gully too? And Ayla's like, yeah, Fatley's like, yeah. So it was like HBK said in an interview that he could see Rhea surpass everything China did.
I think she already has.
What? Fuck off. Fuck off, HBK.
I honestly think she's already has.
Did his cross eyes finally go to his brain?
China wasn't that great. Most of the time they tried to have her wrestle men. And that ruined her. She would have been a lot better character if she would have been in the women's division.
Ayla's like, see, Talitha and I are on the same page. I'll just keep my opinion in my head. It's true. Like, I have a lot of bad things I could say, but I will try my hardest to keep them behind my teeth. Boom's like, you suck, Dominic. Ravi says, Disney, I don't watch it. Never been a Disney fan. Walter says, boo, Judgment Day. Walter's like, guys, hurry up. It was like, I love classic Disney, not a crazy fan, but I do like the old cartoons. There's a lot of old Disney movies that I like, actually. I grew up watching a lot of old Disney actual movies. And I do like some of the cartoons.
Still got a tag team championship match tonight.
Sophie says, whatever happened to the whole JD McDonough storyline? I don't know. I hope they finally got rid of him.
No, they did. Oh, my God.
The big-headed weirdo.
You're so weird.
He's so creepy.
He is
He's
weird looking, but
creepy looking.
He was pretty good when he was the what NXT European champion. Well, no, it was the cruiserweight champion. That's what it was.
It was so good. Walter's like, good Sammy and Owens. Harley says, I think Arby's has good mozzarella cheese sticks.
Arby's.
That is very true, Harley. They do have good mozzarella cheese sticks. Arby's does. Sonic's aren't too bad either. Sonic and Arby's are probably one of my favorite ones. Although I'd like to try these fresh made ones that everybody has, and they're like gigantors. They're like this big around mozzarella sticks.
How thick
and it's
is
like
the bread?
Mozzarella cheese, and then they bread it and deep fry it.
How thick is the bread though? Because if
it's
the cheese
really
is
thin.
If the cheese is that thick, would it be even good?
The cheese is like this. And then the breading's just a little bit on the outside, so not a lot.
That's a giant chunk of cheese.
But the mozzarella sticks at Arby's aren't really bready. They're mostly cheese.
No, what I'm saying is if it was that big, there would be too much cheese.
No.
Is what I'm trying to.
There's never too much cheese.
A pound of cheese? You could eat
a
pound of cheese.
Just never too much cheese. Never too much cheese. Except for when it gets kind of cold and weird and then you almost choke on it. Then there might be too much cheese. Let's see. Sophie says, do you think Dom will beat Wesley tomorrow? No. I don't think he'll beat Wesley.
No.
Dom.
I don't know how they'll do it, but there'll be some sort of interference probably from the Midget Man. Mm-hmm. The Midget Man? The Midget Man? The champion over there.
Drury Lane.
The Midget Man on Drury Lane.
Walter says Drew McIntyre is doing a movie. He is not at Raw. Piccolo says, yeah, right. Just make up a whole new property. Robbie says, speaking of pedos, a Welsh newsreader in the UK got caught out and pay for indecent photos, even though he has a wife and kids. Those are usually the ones, Rafi. Normal people. They're the sickos. Just saying.
You know, there's a way to test people with an MRI machine.
Could be a doctor. Could be a lawyer.
I bring this up all the time when I get deep into this stuff, but I feel
Could
like
be the homeless man down the street.
like companies should do it, right? Because then they could say, hey, you have to go do an MRI to work here. And then they just flash photos.
We don't do drug testing. We spend millions of dollars on MRI stuff.
You only have to do it once in your whole entire life, and then you'd have that, so you'd never have to do it again at any other job.
Sophie says Beauty and the Beast live action movie was a little bit better than the cartoon, in my opinion.
Absolutely.
That's a good opinion for you, Sophie. I happen to like the cartoon better, but the live action Beauty and the Beast was one of the best ones that Disney actually did for live action. They did it right with that one.
I really liked it.
I enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it a lot.
That was the only one.
The cartoon I've probably only seen twice, maybe, in my life.
Yeah.
I watched some Disney cartoons this weekend, I believe.
Yeah, I made you watch some. It was horrible.
They were pretty
He hated it a lot.
Why are you being weird?
I forced him to watch
I don't remember
them.
what was the one we watched? The second one was the mice one, which I didn't really watch.
The Rescuers. Yeah.
What was the first one?
The first one was one you haven't ever seen.
I know. So I'm saying, what was it?
The Sword and the Stone.
The Sword and Stone.
Piccolo says, LOL, just looked it up. Benedict Cumberbatch in Fern Gully.
Benedict.
It's not right.
That's what we're thinking of naming the dog. That's where we're
Benedict.
at with Benedict. But I can't ever remember it, so then I have to come up with Cumberbatch to get Benedict. But sometimes I can't think of that either. Oh. Looking good. The Alpha Academy in full effect.
So I came across a name today, Wellington.
That's not bad.
I was like, Wellington. Oh, the Wellington. It was like Beauty and the Beast wasn't better than the cartoon, but it was good because they kept it close to the original story. Robbie says, LOD, don't hold back on what you feel, right? Ayla's like, remind me who that is, at least so I do not have to Google him. Doctor Who? Doctor Strange?
Yeah, he was in...
Benedict Cumberbatch?
He was in the Avengers. He
Yeah.
was the one that time traveled.
Doctor Strange is the name of the character. Film says, Liv and Raquel, they got this. They will not lose. Walter says, Morgan and Raquel, good luck. Ravi says, Ayla, did you like Dumbo? Sophie says, most of these old cartoons would be canceled today with the whole cancel culture.
Yep, that's the beauty of them.
Ayla says, no, Rafi, no cartoon or live action movie messed me. No cartoon or live action movie messed me up as a kid, laughing. Walter says Jim Carrey is a funny actor, and Ayla says he is, Walter, but he'll never beat Robin Williams. Ravi says, what's your fave cheese? I like red Leicester decent. Depends on what I'm eating, Ravi, what my fave cheese is. Walter says, good luck, Hollywood, delay on movies. You know what, Walter? I hope they all just piss off. Pickle's like, yeah, I miss Robin Williams. Sophie's like, Robin Williams was a great genie. Ravi says, Ayla, what the cartoon, really? Sophie says, making movies from cartoons to live action could be hard. Piccolo says, quick, Sophie, name a Robin Williams movie. It was like, sad, Ravi. I can. Patch Adams.
That's not bad. I didn't mind that one.
Ayla's like, sad, Ravi. And Sophie's like, Jumanji. Ayla's like, Cadillac Man, Fat Lisa. Piccolo's like, okay, definitely better than the reboot.
Good Will Hunting's my favorite.
The original Jumanji was better than the reboot. I do like the reboot. It's good.
It's
but
goofy.
I really like the original.
It's goofy because...
It's like Jurassic Park, right? Like, I would rather watch the original Jurassic Park any day than some of the new ones, because I'm just like, this is fucking stupid.
I need to watch the last two.
We do, but still.
I haven't seen them. I've only seen the one.
It was like, what dreams may come. He's in the Fisher King. Pickle's like, I like Good Morning Vietnam.
Oh, I forgot about that one. That one's a good one.
I have a hard time with that one. Sophie says Good Will Hunting. Yeah, that's Travis's. He likes that one. It was like Beef Wellington. I'll call him Mr. Beef. And Pickle's like, call Queef Wellington. Oh no, guys. Film's like, hey, you guys, what time is it? Lady part time?
Yeah, it's going to be a good one. I
Feels
don't
like,
think we're going to see
oh,
new
okay.
champions, but it would be cool if we did.
So he's like, with the live action Beauty and the Beast, they did stuff they couldn't do in the cartoon. Pickle's like, and yes, Dead Poets Society, some old school. Sophie says, I saw the live action Aladdin movie. What a horrible animated to live action. Travis loved it. He likes it so much.
I like it. I don't love it, but I've seen it like 4 or 5 times.
Oh my God, you've seen it that many times? That's love. That is love. That is considered love when it comes to that. If you have seen something that many times, you can't say, nah, I liked it.
Okay, I watch movies hundreds of times. So
for you, 4 or 5 times of those kind of movies, that's love.
No. It's good because I like the Will Smith character in it, and I like the guy, the whatever the genie, not the genie, but the dude. I don't know, Aladdin.
Aladdin?
Is that Aladdin?
The main guy?
Yeah, I thought Aladdin was a genie.
No.
Anyway, so Aladdin.
The genie is the genie.
And she's pretty. And that's
Jasmine?
I also go by the girls, and she's pretty. The only problem is they made it like some like women power type thing at the end, and so I didn't much care for that part of it, but I could overlook it because she was pretty.
Yeah, no, barf. Never. I will never watch that garbage. Film's like, it's armpit time. Sophie says, too bad Robin Williams and Jim Carrey never did a movie or show together. Pickle says, same. I really don't care for What's His Nuts Pratt. Who's What's His Nuts? Who's a Pratt? Who are we not caring for? Who was it? Robbie's like, D, Travis wants to watch it with you. No, he tried. Robbie, he literally tried. And I told him, no, I would never watch it.
She would like it, by the way. But she's very stubborn for some reason.
I get it now. Thanks, Ayla. That helped me. Chris Pratt. Yeah, I mean, I don't care technically about that specifically. I don't know. I'm just not a huge fan of, I don't know. I just like the old school stuff sometimes better.
Why are we talking about Chris
Jurassic Park.
Oh.
I've seen Jurassic Park probably so many times that I've only seen Jurassic World once. And I can tell you that, am I looking forward to watching it again? No.
What's Jurassic World?
That's the one with Chris Pratt, the new stuff.
With the big fish shark thing.
Yeah.
Dinosaur. The Paleosaurus or whatever.
Yeah. All the weird stuff. I mean, I
Get her, DeVille. Get her, DeVille! Get her, Chelsea.
Yeah, get her. Rip out her extensions. Oh, no, not your hair. So he's like,
Fix
the
her
only
up.
movie I would see 4 or 5 times was Grease or Annie.
I don't mind Grease.
It was like, I didn't mind the Aladdin remake, but not my first pick. Only saw it once. I've watched Trolls every day for about 2 months now because Indigo is obsessed.
I've never seen that.
Sophie says there was going to be an Aladdin 2, but that was rumored a while ago, and it was like Pratt from Parks and Rec. Walter says, okay, bye guys. See you Wednesday for AEW after being okay. Bye, Walter. We'll see you on Wednesday.
Great comeback stories. That's the funniest part on that.
On what?
On that Parks and Rec. It was a blooper. They said great comeback stories, and they started saying like Rudy, all these. And he says Kim Kardashian, and she's like, yeah, no. He's like, yeah, I think she had cum on her back. From her video. Her porn.
Oh God.
Everybody died. Obviously, it didn't make it to the show. But it was in the bloopers.
That's funny.
Rack Rod's in there cleaning house. She's supposed to have a bad knee, but there she showed it. I'm like, she's not showing
my God,
it.
my knee.
Oh!
Pickle's like Jurassic World, Chris Pratt. So it was like, I only saw 3 of the Jurassic Park movies out of the 6 or 7. It was like, I hated Jurassic World. It made me upset. Mainly because I love the original so much. It would be like if they remade all the Mummy movies.
They will. They did.
Because
they
it's
made
Brendan
one.
Fraser, and it's like, fuck you guys!
The Tom Cruise did one.
Fuck him! He's terrible! It's Brendan Fraser, you jackass.
Get her, Sonya! Rip that knee out!
Break it!
Dislocate it!
Break it. Punch it. Punch her in the kidney while she's down.
Daphne is the referee.
Punch her in the ass.
Sit back on that. Twist that knee. Turn it sideways. It's not supposed to bend that way.
Oh no, not that way.
Twist it. What she's doing is more
We could see new champions here, he says. Yeah, you could, Kevin. It's good thing somebody told you to say it. She's like, I'm going to muscle out of this.
We're going to need a little bit of separation.
Sonya,
Sonya, pull her into the center and sit down. There it is.
This is a lot of holding. Where's Liv? Did she die?
She's somewhere with
So
Chelsea.
she died? Oh, dang. Oh, there she came. She finally figured out she was supposed to be in the ring. She's like, well, I couldn't get up.
We don't call her the
I was
cerebral one.
I was so confused. I had no idea what
She's just there to look cute. Oh, here comes Chelsea. Here comes Liv. Liv with a shoulder block. And again.
People's like, see you later, Walter. And it was like, I just nitpicked the crap out of it. People's like, he's fine on comedy shows, but I don't see him as an action star. Yeah, he was fine on, as Guardians of the Galaxy, because he was kind of a funny guy there, too. Like, not serious too much.
Oh,
So
that's her finisher. That's it. It's over. Oh! Thank you, Sonya.
Face hole. It was like, they did the original Mummy was the best. Pickle's like, LOL, this submission is more dramatic than FTR Sharpshooter.
I wish they could have got the same broad to do Mummy 3, but it's all right.
Rachel Weisz?
Mm-hmm. Whatever reason she didn't do it.
Probably money.
Either money or sickness or something. Sometimes
Yeah.
that happens. Good job, Sonya. Take that knee out with
Yeah,
that shoulder
get her.
tackle
Attack.
on the outside.
Murder.
Little chop block. In this! Damn it.
Chelsea's going to do something to lose.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is. That quick roll up.
Get her,
she
Chelsea.
didn't make it. Oh,
Get her,
punch in the
Chelsea.
face from
New
Sonya.
champions!
Keep her down on the outside.
She got her with it!
Get her.
Nah.
Oh, dang it. She's like, what? Sonya's like, no way.
Well, Chelsea kind of botched this, but I think it's Liv's botch because I think that person's supposed to bring him down, but... Well, that's shit.
People's like, do you think Hollywood clones certain actresses and their looks?
So
yes.
that's
like
pretty.
Dolly the sheep.
That's pretty funny that you say that because there is some conspiracies about that stuff. This time, get her. This time.
Who's the active person on their team?
They could have her as if Rackrod can't get in there, it's over.
Fuck, they did what?
New tag team champions.
What?
514.
How? Yeah, because they just got rid of the NXT ones. Like, they don't even exist anymore.
Chelsea Green, finally a champion with Sonya Deville.
Did you notice that they just got rid of the NXT championships? Like,
Yeah.
they don't exist. They didn't make these undisputed. They didn't put them together.
Yeah, after they won, it was just they were gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So weird. After
Ronda and Shayna won them, and then it was over.
Yeah. Weird, huh? Wow. I think that's kind of crazy. But good. I'm glad they're making them go around the table a few times.
Absolutely love it.
Change them 500 times. Why not?
Well, those two don't need to be champion anyways. It'll help these two. Those two don't need it. Liv's got her looks, and Rackrod's obviously heading towards Rhea.
Something. Ayla says the curly hair girl, she was so pretty. Loved her in The Mummy. Yeah, Rachel
Weisz. Yeah. I didn't mind the one in 3. Like, she wasn't, like, ugly or a bad actress or anything. I just kind of like when things are the same.
Yeah. Makes it weird. People's like, what I mean by that is that Rachel Weisz 20 years ago is the new British lady in this Mission Impossible. Huh, that's weird. People's like, and like 3 or 4 redheads look like Julia Roberts. Sorta. But do they have that big mouth?
That's a hard one to do because she was built funny, like her face, but it worked. Mm-hmm. That's a hard one because if even like a fraction off, and she'd just be ugly.
Yeah. Film's like, no, this match is rigged. No, it's not, film. People's like, aha, yeah, Haley Atwell. She's Agent Carter. I don't know who that is.
You don't know who Agent Carter is?
Or Haley Atwell. Didn't know any of them, so there you go. I'm not a big Mission Impossible person. I don't really like Tom Cruise. I can't stand him very much. His acting style kind of bugs me, so I don't watch very many of his movies.
Almost got shanked. That would have sucked.
I don't care. You can do it all you want. I don't like him.
With the shank?
His acting style is so fucking weird.
Is it because he's arrogant?
I don't know what it is about it. I just don't like it. In like every movie he does, and I've watched a lot of Tom Cruise movies.
There is a lot of Tom Cruise movies.
Like, and I haven't watched all of his movies by any means, but I have seen a lot of Tom Cruise movies, and I am not a fan. It's kind of like watching Kevin Costner movies. I have a hard time watching him too. Like, even though I really like Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, I still have a hard time watching it because of Kevin Costner.
Right. I like Kevin Costner, but he's a baseball guy. But I don't like a lot of his baseball movies. I don't like that one where he's a pitcher.
Oh, yeah.
With the girl, and it's like the whole movie's about him as a pitcher or whatever.
Right.
Have you seen the one with Russell, like the interview with Russell Brand talking about Tom Cruise?
Oh.
He's like, so Tom Cruise is part of this religion.
Oh,
and Russell Brand is like, I want to know more about this, but he doesn't want to. So anyways, he like, every time he's around Tom Cruise, he would like, oh, I just wish there was something, I'm just kind of lost. Right? And he's like, he just ignores me. He's like, what kind of cult does not want me? He goes off on it.
What kind of cult doesn't want me?
He's like, I want to know what kind of cult doesn't want me.
That's funny.
He's a funny dude.
Did you see the interview with Mark Wahlberg about Tom Cruise?
No.
They asked him about him, like if he'd ever like do a movie with him, or it was something, or something about, maybe it's about church. It was about something. I can't remember what it was, but Mark Wahlberg said something to the effect of like, I don't know, we go to different churches. I was like, oh man, Mark Wahlberg's becoming funny.
He's always been funny.
I mean, hey, no, but he's like becoming like,
cleverly funny.
Well, that and outspoken funny,
right?
But like in good ways. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
he's like coming out against Hollywood and all their crap and everything.
Like a Mel Gibson type.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah, that kind of stuff. So it's kind of like,
I would love to watch those two do a movie together. It would be pretty damn good. Because Tom Cruise can do the comedy thing.
Right.
And he can do it well. And so they could be something special.
I'm a peacock. You gotta let me fly.
Right. Damn it, Captain. I'm a peacock.
Oh, Peacock says Agent Carter is the gal off of Captain America. Oh, okay. I know who you're talking about. His love interest, and when he in the first Captain America.
Yeah.
Haley Atwell. Oh, okay. Had no idea that was her name. Peacock says 80s Tom Cruise is completely different than this weirdo we have now. You ain't saying.
This weirdo that you have now is still pretty damn good.
The weirdo that started when he started jumping on couches on Oprah and telling and yelling to the world how much he loved a girl that literally is like 50 years as his junior,
right.
And she loved him in high school.
All of his wives he got rid of when they turned 33, right? Or he married when they're 30.
Well, actually, she got rid of him, but yeah.
Which
Katie
one?
Holmes, she divorced his ass. She wanted out of the marriage immediately. Ayla's like, I can't stand Tom Cruise. Pickle's like, yeah, let me think if there's anyone worse than Tom Cruise. Ayla's like, I hate Nicolas Cage too. Bugs me bad.
Nick Cage is a hard one, especially that new vampire movie he did.
Oh my god!
Because that movie could have been good.
It could have been epic, and they fucked it up. Like, so badly. It was sad. So sad.
Renfield or whatever.
Renfield, yeah. And what's the thing about Nicolas Cage is he acts the same in almost every movie he does. That's why you can't stand him.
Right.
Literally, he acts the same. He does that weird thing like every freaking movie he does practically. I think there's maybe 1 or 2 serious movies that he's done that he hasn't done that.
I swear there's a Nicolas Cage movie that I absolutely love, but I can't think of what it is.
Oh, I'm sure there is. There is a Nick Cage the movie that I really like.
Oh, I can't think of it.
But
What? Con Air?
yeah, that one. No. No. The season of the witch one was pretty good.
No, I like that one. Yeah. Nothing wrong with that.
And then there's another one, but that's a serious kind of movie. And then there's another one, the assistant, the sorcerer's apprentice. I don't mind that one.
I didn't know he was in it.
Yeah, he's the main guy. He's the sorcerer.
Oh. And that's with the kid that's funny, the little kid.
He's the kid off of the She's a 10 kind of one,
Right,
whatever.
yeah.
Girls Out of Your
The
League.
dragon one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Out of Your League Girl, whatever movie.
Yeah.
That's him. Vindicator's like, I bet a rematch
Tropic
will come
Thunder.
at SummerSlam and Liv and Raquel getting those titles back like the hot potatoes that it is.
No.
Maybe, Vin. I don't know.
I mean, it'd be cool, but I don't see it just because of what they just hinted with
And
Rhea.
I don't know if they're going to like they're going to put that titles at SummerSlam.
Rhea needs a match.
She does.
She's been champion, now she doesn't defend the title. And I know people complain about that. I don't personally, but she's going to need somebody to have a match with.
To have a feud with and have a match with to defend her title at some point. Feels like Nick Cage is pretty hilarious. He knows he's a bad actor. I think that's true, people. I swear that that's what it is. Ayla says, he's the same person in literally every movie. I can't even look at him.
His grandpa or whatever is Francis Ford Coppola, by the way.
Yes.
And so he's going to always work and he's always going to be rich.
Piccola says The Rock, Connor, and Face Off is a perfect triple feature.
The Rock is the one that I like.
No.
Face Off's hard because I'm not a Travolta fan.
No. I don't know if I would consider that the perfect triple feature of Nick Cage.
I don't consider Grease a Travolta movie.
Oh, no.
By the way, because I don't like Travolta, but Grease is perfect. I love it. So. Do you remember that Broken Arrow? Did you ever watch that shit?
Yeah.
Fuck. It was when Homeboy
It
was
was a hard watch because Christian Slater was like hot right then.
He was supposed to be.
And it just made it worse.
I feel like that derailed his career. That
Totally
show
had
was
to.
terrible.
It was like, who the fuck are you and why?
Why are we racing a train for a bomb? Why is there nuclear bombs on trains? Like,
Why? Why are we doing this? There's one Nick Cage movie that I'm trying to think of that I would put in with those, but Face Off isn't one of them.
it's not Raising Arizona, is it? Speed, Gone in 60 Seconds?
No, it's not Gone in 60 Seconds either.
I love The Rock.
God, I can't remember what it is.
But I also love Sean Connery.
Yeah.
I'll take the rapist for $800.
That's not.
That's Sean Connery.
No, I meant it wasn't him that did it.
Oh, no.
Somebody pretending to be it. I was like, yeah, I do laugh at him. I crack up when he cries. Pickle says there's a serious role, but I was too young to understand it, called adaptation. Ooh.
Yeah,
I don't think I've heard of that one. It was like, I only like John Travolta in Grease.
Yeah.
People's like, Travolta and Look Who's Talking, actual nightmare.
Oh, fuck, I forgot about that movie. Yeah, that's terrible. It was so big in the 80s when I was a kid.
Yeah.
It had Bruce Willis as the baby.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's see. Pico says Travolta. Oh man, Raising Arizona. Gotta rewatch that. Yeah, you do. Il's like Ghost Rider. Deleva loves it. You know, I actually don't mind Ghost Rider.
The first one.
You want to know
I've
why
watched
I
and,
don't mind Ghost Rider?
Because it's got the meat guy on it.
Because it's got Sam Elliott. I wish they would have done a Ghost Rider of him.
Right.
I really wish they would have done his Ghost Rider story.
It would be hard because he's old.
Oh.
But yeah.
It would have been fine. They could have found some cowboy guy.
Right. Or just released it when he was doing like Roadhouse.
Right. But I was like, Travolta was good in Face Off.
What's the one that he did that wasn't so bad that had the beautiful girl in it that's topless?
Topless.
Yeah, she goes topless, and everybody went nuts because she's like one of the prettiest women in Hollywood, and it was the first time she ever did topless.
Can you give me like an era or what the movie's
90s.
about?
She was also in The Last Boy Scout. She was the stripper.
Oh, the Halle Berry?
Halle Berry. Swordfish. It's called Swordfish. That came to me.
Swordfish.
That one's not too bad, where he's like a super evil bad guy. Halle Berry shows her BBs.
Pickle is like a late 80s comedy I used to watch over and over was Twins.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, God, Jesus Christ, Pickle. And you call yourself a movie connoisseur. What the fuck?
Dude, I was telling McKenna about this movie. I was like, so you see Arnold, right? Because we were watching some old movie and he was absolutely shredded. And she's like, holy crap, he was big. And I'm like, yeah. I was like, he was in a movie with Danny DeVito and they were twins. She's like, who's Danny DeVito? So I looked it up and she's like, what the fuck? And I was like, it's like the greatest movie ever.
No, it's not. Stop. Oh my God, you're so full of poo-poo.
They like take all the good stuff and put it in him, and then the shit twin was born. So they had all the bad parts of the other guy.
They're like made this phenomenal specimen. Arnold and DeVito. It was like DeVito was phenomenal. Don't even start with that. Right.
The only movie I liked DeVito in is the one with Bette Midler. I can't remember what it's called.
Bette Midler and Danny DeVito.
Oh, yeah. Dirty Rotten Scoundrel.
Oh.
That shit was pretty good. Although Matilda's not terrible, but obviously I don't like his character because he's an asshole, but I like Danny DeVito.
Pickle's like, my tastes have changed. Have they? You're like, secretly it's on your top 10, isn't it, Pickle?
Dude, so the Rock movies now are like Arnold's movies then, you know, like, so if you're a younger person, anytime Arnold was in a movie, you will go watch it, and it's the greatest movie of that summer.
Right.
It didn't matter what it was.
Right. Because it was Predator.
Predator, Total Recall, freaking the Run Man one or whatever it was called.
Yeah.
Just any of it. It didn't matter which one it was. It was the greatest movie that
So
summer.
I'm pretty sure that my first ever glimpse at Arnold Schwarzenegger, the movie that I ever first saw, was Conan the Barbarian. No shit. That was probably the first movie I ever saw him in.
He said like 3 words.
That was it. I can't even remember after that. Like, I'm trying to think if there was.
So
And then maybe like Predator
Terminator.
somewhere down the road, way further down the road. Though I watched that way after it came out, and then of course Terminator in the '90s. It was huge, so of course you had to watch it because it was Arnold.
That was T2. T1 came out in the 80s. But my favorite Arnold movie, hands down without anything, is that one where he plays Handsome Stranger.
Oh.
It's called The Villain. Oh my gosh, it's great. It's got not Russell.
Is it called The Villain?
It's just Villain.
Oh, Villain. Handsome Stranger.
It could be The Villain, but I think it's Villain. It's got Anne Margaret in it, and
Yes.
she's still pretty, even she's at the
Even
end.
though she's older?
There,
Yeah.
yeah, she's probably in her late 40s.
Okay, guys, on WWE, we just have
Yeah,
Seth
we got
in the back.
Finn Balor in there
so
with
Seth was
Seth.
talking in an interview, and then Finn Balor came in and interrupted it, so. I'm not living in the past. I'm living in chaos. Where's my Lucky Charms? Oh, sorry. That's inappropriate. Delete that.
It's fine.
He's not a little person.
I have enough Irish in me that I can make fun
It
of
was like, hottest man in the world, Danny DeVito. Danny DeVito. Oh, Ayla, ew. Pickle's like, I love his Jersey Bikes commercials. And Robbie's like, D, you're hilarious. And Phil's like, hold on, I'm back. I'm just collecting my thoughts after seeing this stupidity on my TV screen. What? Come on.
It was Kurt Douglas, right?
Sonia and
Yeah, it was
Chelsea
Kurt,
deserved it.
It was Kurt Douglas.
Kirk Douglas.
Not Michael.
And Anne Margaret.
And Anne Margaret and Arnold.
Arnold is a handsome stranger.
And then it had Tillis in it. It's Pam Tillis, if anybody doesn't know who Tillis is. What is it, Tillis? Yeah, it's Pam Tillis' dad. He was a country music icon.
Oh, okay.
He's the guy that works the bank. He can't talk.
Oh.
Because he stutters. That's real. He couldn't talk. He could only sing.
Picola says, all those movies are classics. Arnold was amazing. It looks like Safe Delete that was the first Arnold movie for me, too. Thanks, Grandma.
Right?
It was from my brother, by the way. My brother loved those movies. Conan the Barbarian, Conan the Destroyer.
Red Sonja.
Never really saw Red Sonja until later on.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Red Sonja, he was Conan, and then it was Bridget Nielsen, and she was Red Sonja.
Yeah. Rafi says the last action hero. No.
Yeah, that's why.
Oh, no! Finn just
Finn.
attacked poor Seth. Oh, no. They had a talk. And,
Can you imagine
and
getting
Finn was
attacked by an
mad.
Oompa Loompa? You couldn't even really fight back. It would just be like, son of a bitch.
It's terrible. People's like, can't believe John Cena doesn't remake Commando or The Running Man. You know what, Pickle? I don't think he could. Like, he has, like, lost so much of his muscle mass that he wouldn't be able to.
Yeah, he's doing more of the dad stuff. Which is
lost
great. I
a
love
lot
what
of
he's
it.
doing.
I think he's trying to be a little more healthy with his body, and he is so not as jacked as he used to be, and it's probably really good for his joints and his body. So I really don't want to see him do that kind of stuff.
Oh my lord, this is goofy.
Great.
Viking rules, guys. This is terrifying since the Vikings had no rules.
Right? There's no such thing as fighting.
Look what they're doing to the camera. So
Why do I feel sick all of a sudden?
I love it. You know, what's funny is you have to make yourself a kid to enjoy this, but this is the part for the kids, to bring the kids, and then they'll remember this forever.
Right.
Do you remember that time they had the Viking ship?
Yeah, and then, like,
It was so
moved.
great.
It was so cool.
Like, they just don't do stuff like that anymore.
Right. Robbie's like, Hulk Hogan made some cheesy films. There's a lot of people that made cheesy films, Robbie. Feels like Hulk had some stinkers. It was like, yeah, what movie was he in with kids? Hulk Hogan. And Piccolo's like, some babysitter movie. And
Yeah.
Robbie's like, The Nanny.
The Nanny. You know, the girl in that, the oldest little girl in that, is the girl that's the redhead on Pitch Perfect.
That's funny. Piccolo's like, I do remember Hulk as 3 ninjas or surf ninjas.
Holy
It
crap.
was like, yeah, I remember that. I think Travis made me watch it.
The only Hulk Hogan movie that I even give a rat's butt about, a patootie, is No Holds Barred. And it was terrible, but I loved it. I used to, like, when I would lift and I needed that little bit of extra, I would be like, rip, rip.
That's funny.
It's 20 years ago, and the movie was already 15 years old or
Right.
whatever.
Chris says attacks on Seth Rollins makes me smile.
Oh, shit.
Robbie says John Cena, what an idiot. I refuse to watch any of his films. No, I don't know, Robbie. That Cockblockers is pretty
What?
fucking funny.
If you haven't seen Cockblockers, you're doing yourself an injustice.
It's pretty fucking funny. You're missing out on
The
that
Firehouse one you can live without, and
Oh,
I don't
that
know
was
if there's any
terrible.
other ones. The Marine, I guess.
I don't know. I guess a lot of people say that Peacemaker on Amazon is pretty good, but I'm not a huge fan of those kind of shows, so
Is it a war movie?
No, it's a Peacemaker. It was the Peacemaker in that Suicide Squad, the second one.
Oh, no, I don't watch that stuff. Yeah.
And so they made that little... Remember, we thought it was going to be a movie, and we were kind of excited to watch it, but then it was like a 4-part or 5-part series.
I don't watch that stuff, yeah.
And stuff, but, I mean, he's funny. It's crude funny. And he has to be, right? Because he still does with kids and does the Make-A-Wish stuff, and he's still John Cena, right? And so he can't make it too, like, gory or anything like that. So he will never be in films too gory and gross like that. He'll just be kind of a weirdo. Vindicator says, best promo WWE has done in months, but we really don't need Seth versus Finn again this soon. Yes, we do. We need them all the time, just to make everybody wonder why we have them.
Do it about 3 more times and then just get rid of Finn.
Yeah.
Just
Robbie says, Ayla, you must have been traumatized. Piccolo says, kudos to the props team. Give him a raise, right? Ayla says, I was, but I do enjoy Cena in some films. Exactly. Piccolo says, yeah, Cena as Peacemaker is legit. He's damn funny. It was like, that's what drew me to him in acting, cock blocker. So funny.
You know, him in that Stepdads, 2, well, 1 and then 2 is pretty good, too.
Yeah.
Like, he does a really good job.
That wasn't too bad either. That was pretty good.
Because he's Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah.
If Mark Wahlberg
Or
ate
Mark Wahlberg. Oh, and he was in that one train wreck.
Yeah.
And he's dating her.
Right. And she's a fucking train wreck, yeah.
And that's the show that he says.
Yeah.
And the guy's like, Mark Wahlberg look alike, and he's like, I'm what Mark Wahlberg would be if Mark Wahlberg ate Mark Wahlberg.
Right. Dude, that interaction is so funny because he's like talking about just raping the guy.
Yeah.
He's like, I will enter you.
Coming from John Cena, you're just like, what the fuck? I think that's probably what makes it funny, is because of that. So you're just like, what the fuck? And he does it through the whole movie. He says shit like that through that whole movie.
I will enter you.
What is wrong with him? People's like very sophomoric, yes, crude, yeah. It says, I liked Peacemaker, great show. Robbie says, D, did you like E.T.?
She loves it. She cries.
Okay, so E.T. is a classic, and it's a good movie for what it is. It's kind of traumatizing for me,
crap.
actually.
Titus O'Neill's out there.
It's a little traumatizing for me.
And she still cries watching it. Like, we watched it a couple years ago, and she cried.
So my mom took my brother and I to the movie theater to watch E.T. when we were little, when they re-released it a couple of times. And because it first came out in '83, and I was too young to go see it then. And like they did it like for a few years after that. They used to re-release Disney movies at the movie theater, and then they'd be like really cheap. So I remember being in the movie theater when I was little watching this, and I was probably like 5 or 6 years old, and I cried, and my mom was like, what's wrong? Why are you crying about it, and everything? They're so mean to him. And it was because of how mean they were being to the alien, for crap's sake. Like, literally, I didn't care about the kid. I cared about the poor alien and how awful they were to him. And so even to this day, I still cry when I watch it. So I do not watch it. I do not watch E.T. because of it. Same with Fox and the Hound. The music makes me cry. I try my hardest. I go past every single video on my FYP that uses that song. I go past. We're the best of friends. Complete and done. Cry baby city. And the same with All Dogs Go to Heaven. The last part of All Dogs Go to Heaven fucking makes me cry too. So I don't watch those things because they make me cry. People's like, hey, you down in front of the guy who ate Mark Wahlberg. Yeah. I was like, do you think Kevin Hart is funny? He can be.
I like Kevin Hart, but I've been looking around at movies, and I'm like, I'm not. I feel like you have to be in the right place to watch his movies. Like,
I think he does better as when he can play off of somebody.
Like Ice
like
Cube?
with The
Or
Rock.
Yeah, Ice Cube.
Or Ice Cube in that one.
Oh,
or
shit, that's funny.
in Get Hard.
Yeah.
With Will Ferrell. Like, you have to, like, have him, like, play off of somebody else, and I think he does good.
I think he
But
just
if
kicked
he's,
him in
like,
the
the
balls.
main character, I think, Like, for real kicked in the balls?
No.
Oh.
He went low.
Oh. So, if there's no rules, what do you do?
You just wrestle.
How do you get him out?
I would assume you can pin him anywhere.
Oh,
yeah.
you can pin him anywhere. Okay.
So is it just the 2-on-2 or are the dames in this too?
I think they're in it a little bit because they're kind of on the outside, like they're gunning to get involved, but maybe not.
Right. Yeah, she was just kind of watching us all. The reason I said, see, she's up in the top.
Yeah.
That's a shield.
That's a shield. Not on my face. Ayla says, him in the movie theater talking crap to that guy. Yeah, people was laughing at you. Chris is so happy Daddy Sonia is finally a tag champ. Yeah, they did pretty good.
Me too.
Chelsea doing pretty good. Ayla's like, E.T. is amazing classic. One of my favorites. And people is like, same. And Chris says, thoughts on Air Buddy movies. I don't like talking animals like that. It creeps me out.
I don't know what it is.
It's about like a golden retriever who like talks and plays basketball.
Oh, I've never seen it.
It was like, I cried too, broke my heart, haha. But I'm not one to talk though because I cried during Mulan too. It was like, no, Chris, no thoughts. Pickle's like, how many Airbuds were there? Aren't there like 28 of them now? I don't know. Ravi's like, Dee, did you like Steven Seagal movies?
Oh, fuck.
Okay, so yes, did like Steven Seagal movies.
Oh, shit. Ibar's too big. Oh, my God. That was awesome. Otis caught Ibar and slammed him.
And saved his ass because, you know, he broke his neck. So you got to be careful with that guy. So when it comes to Steven Seagal movies, my mom was a big fan of them. And so it's more along the lines of nostalgic. Because if I watch them, it reminds me of my mom. And it's his fighting ones from, like, long ago. Not, like, his weird new stuff.
Right.
But, like, his older things when he was, like, really good looking and, like, in shape and stuff. Not when he became, like, really fluffy and weird looking. So.
I have a couple that I love, but one of them is the one where he was in the coma.
Yes.
And it has the girl from Weird Science in it.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Definitely my favorite. So, like, that's up there with Bloodsport.
Yeah.
I need to actually figure out what that is and put it on my Voodoo.
Just have to look
I don't
for
have
some
Bloodsport on my Voodoo either.
What?
I know.
Ridiculous. Rob is like, that, and Ayla says, Fox and the Hound, why you gotta bring that up? Not all dogs go to heaven. You're gonna make me laugh in bed for a week. You mean cry or laugh? Oh, lay in bed. Okay. People's like, hello, fog machine. Yeah, they are using a fog machine out there. You know, they got to pretend they're on the ocean. Your dog's having a meltdown. You should probably go check on him.
Go get him.
Ayla's like, Fat Lisa like 15 Airbuds. And Piccolo says, pretty much it. Ayla says, Land Before Time 26. Only the original one will I ever watch, and it makes me cry too.
Yeah, there's so many Land Before Times.
Piccolo says, I have a friend who started her tattoos with a fox and the hound.
That's cool.
Yeah, I couldn't do it. Film's like, bye, peace out to you, Miss D and Travis and Piccola. I don't feel like playing.
This button after.
When it's done, if it's done. Okay.
And then write it right there.
I don't feel like playing. Let's play later. Bye, peace out. God bless America and WWE.
Right here.
Off. And put the time?
Yeah.
Okay. Film, you can't take it personally, dude, with people. They've got bigger and better things they're trying to do with Raquel. Okay? So, they're going to probably do more and better things with her than just being a tag champion. Robbie's like, cradle to the grave. Yeah, that's the one with DMX. That one wasn't too bad. That's one of the newer ones of...
He's in that?
Mm-hmm.
Seagal? Is that what we're talking about?
Yeah.
Oh,
pretty sure. Ayla says, I'll make a man out of you song comes on and I just bawl. She did it. She's a man too. You're funny. Mulan. I was like, Under Siege. That one wasn't too bad. Piccolo says, okay, Film, we'll catch you next time. Bryce says, bye, Film. Take care, buddy. Everything will be all right. Piccolo says, yeah, that one's been a good one. Hassan is in the chat. Hey, Hassan says, hi there, guys. Hi. And Piccolo says, it's hard to kill, Travis. That's the one. Hard to kill. Bryce says, Piccolo, well, what's been going on with you today? Chris says, Shark Week, baby. Yeah, Shark Week did start this week. Piccolo says, Bryce, we finally had our AC fixed. Oh, you got it fixed? Oh, I thought it was still broken. Ayla says, I just watched the first Land Before Time yesterday. I was a wreck. Oh, God. That's awful. Anyways, we're back. And as everybody should know, this is a Viking Raiders match against the Alpha Academy. It's a Vikings rules, which basically means there's no rules. So basically, it's a they can be pinned anywhere type of match that's happening. And it falls count anywhere. And it's just a free-for-all at this point. Otis is down. And Ivar is going to throw himself at him. Deceptively agile as he goes to the top. He's going to do it. He's going to fall down. Oh, he flipped over and got poor Otis. Oh, no, but somebody broke it up. And who was that? That was Chad. Oh, be careful of his neck, Chad. Oh, Eric saved him from that hold. Ugh. Pickle's like, oh yeah, Shark Week. It was like, the kids didn't even care. They don't. None of them appreciate those things. Chris says, tried that Ice Pop Prime drink, actually good, as well as blueberry and moon flavor coconut water. Okay. Bryce says, oh, okay, well, that's wonderful to hear. Robbie says, did you like Road Trip with Tom Green? So Road Trip is good, not because it has Tom Green in it, though. It was all right. Travis really likes that show. It was like, Travis is hard to kill. Believe me, we've tried. But Bryce says, personally, I like Raquel Rodriguez. I mean, don't get me wrong. I kind of want to see you do something else besides being in a tag team with Liv Morgan. Well, yeah, right? We want to see her grow and do some other potential things. And they were kind of hinting at her having a fight with Rhea Ripley. So, can't be a tag team champion and do that in the women's division. Ravi says Alpha Academy seems to work better than heavy machinery. Bryce says, I mean, if you think about it, did Liv Morgan slap Raquel Rodriguez on SmackDown? I mean, does anybody not remember that? Yeah. And Pickle's like, try harder to kill. And Ayla's like, even harder to kill, revenge. Pickle's like, the hardest ever, just can't be killed. Are we going for Die Hard stuff, guys? Because I feel like these are a whole bunch of Die Hard stuff. Robbie's like, Tom Green's show, he used to say, my bum is on your lips. Yeah, he's a disgusting prat. Ayla's like, too hard to kill. What's she doing? Hey, look, they found her jacket. Oh, look, she might get her jacket this time. Pickle's like, if we kill it, did we even try? Hey, she got it on this time. Look, she's part of the A-team. Good for her. I was like, what's wrong with Tom Green? He's a disgusting brat. Oh, no. Valhalla just took Maxine Dupree and threw her through a table. Poor Maxine. And now Chad's all completely like discombobulated because now the Viking Raiders took advantage of that and threw him into the corner into some Viking shields. And then Otis came in because he's upset. He's like, how dare you beat up my lady? My lady friend. Uh-oh. Ooh. Wow. Otis showing his moves out here. He's got the moves. He's a freak. Brah, he says. I pick you up and throw you down like trash. I throw you over like a garbage heap you is. Yeah, he says. Kapow! He got Ivar in the corner. Otis is going to town. He's upset that they attacked poor Maxine out there. Threw Chad out. Otis is cleaning house with the Vikings. Pickle's like, okay, I'm done. And Ayla says, fine. So hard to kill. We gave up and retired because we're too old for that shit. Bryce says, love to see if Liv Morgan and Raquel will fight each other on the next episode of Raw. But until then, Rhea Ripley is their next target. I don't think they'll split them up yet. I think they'll probably kind of keep them together for a little bit. So. Oh, no. Valhalla came and attacked him. That's a dirty pool, old man. Dirty pool. Oh, no. Poor Otis. Eric's trying to get the pin on him. Laying on top of him. And Otis took the pin. The Viking Raiders won. Viking Raiders.
Raiders won?
Yeah.
Cool. It is their match. Hopefully we get a...
They pinned Otis.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. They both pinned him. But Maxine did finally get her jacket.
Back.
Yeah. And Chad put it on her. And then, what's-her-face threw her through a table. So. Nobody wants the puppy love. Hi, little dude. What you doing? Hi. Hi.
He's like, I heard her.
Robbie says Alpha Academy, their backstage skits make me laugh.
Yeah,
Bryson says like not love live. Sorry, you know what I meant. Piccolo says right, and Jet Li guest stars in it with Chris Tucker. It says good old Caterpillar pops the crowd. Bryce says okay, do you respect the decision? Weddings by Tracy in the chat. Hello.
Hello,
How's it going there? Weddings by Tracy.
What kind of weddings do you do?
Pickle's like, what's her Maxine disappeared? She was thrown through a table and then she fell down. Hello, thank you for your slobbers on my face. Vindicator says, unfortunately, this feud is not over. Vikings want a match named after them, so this will painfully continue.
Yeah, they might do a match after Alpha Academy.
Pickle's like, hello, Benedict Wellington.
Oh, Benedict.
Bryce says, honestly, I'm seriously ready to see DIY come together. What's DIY? We'll see if he'll stay still for a close-up, Ayla. There he is. There's the puppy. He's tiny. There he is, everybody. There's a little dude. Tracy says, good. And
Shayna Baszler.
Bryce says, Johnny and Tommaso. Weddings. Tracy says, decorate. Pico says, yeah, or the seagull gets killed. It was like, I'll end him, I will. What? Why are we ending him? Vindicator says, that's it, Dalitha. Just name the puppy Tiny. No. He can't be named Tiny. That's weird.
Maxwell.
Maxwell.
I already had a Max, though.
Bryce says, he's a very tiny puppy. Ayla says, definitely a Mr. Beef. Tracy says, no, I decorate weddings. Oh.
Nice. That's
You
awesome.
decorate the weddings?
Yeah. Like a designer or something. Vince McMahon flew to his house.
Oh my god, he flew to his house? Tracy says that's why. Robbie says, call the dog Travis. It says, this seagull. And Pickle's like, teeny beefy boy. Like, yes. Yeah. You need to just calm down, sir. You need to calm down, sir.
Calm it down.
Calm down in your weirdness. What are you doing, freak? Where your freak went? There's nothing there. Stop being weird. Ah! Hi. How you doing?
Leopold's not happy that you have a butt on his face. He's like, this is my area. There's no room for that thing.
It was like, will you name him Gimli, my wee boy? No. Tracy says, how many dogs do you have? Well, we have 2 now.
2.
Vindicator says, so Leopold isn't the jealous type, right? Actually, no. It's kind of funny.
They're friends.
So I figured it would take like a week for them to like acclimate to each other. But it didn't. Did it?
It took 3 days. And now, Leopold doesn't even run when he gets jumped. by the puppy. He just smacks him.
He does play with him, and sometimes he's a little rough. Like it's
You want to see a little rough?
something to murder. Yeah, I had to tell Argus to be like
Watch this.
to be gentle with him outside because
So they're just having
he just picked him up and like chucked him.
Yeah, he
I was
does.
like, oh my god, don't break him.
Yeah, he does it here in a second. He's just like, we're playing, everything's fun.
It's like, you coming with me?
He shakes his head probably in about 20 seconds.
It's like, well, I'll show you how to do it.
Here, watch. You do this with your head right here. Watch. You ready? Biting hard.
Did your poor little teeth fall out? Well,
Look, but he ran back.
What was that?
He ran back and got more.
Did you go back and get more? Because you're a little terrier, huh? You're a scary little terrier. Yeah, you're just a monster. Oh, look at a monster. No, not the monster.
He's a rat terrier. In the video, I can't help but yell at him. Like, Arcus.
Right? Like, you can't do that part, dude. You can play with him, but not like that. People's like, oh, my thoughts as well. Vindicator. Bryce says, but where I was coming from, dude, was Raquel and Liv should have been against each other before the slap. Her would never happen. But, yes, once again, on the other hand, I agree they shouldn't be breaking up. It says, where's the beef? Oh, he's under the couch. Tracy says, I was right. And Robbie says, is beef better fried or roasted? Are you making a steak or are you making a big hunk of meat that you want to eat with potatoes? Bryce says, but I will say, when do you think will it be the right time for Liv and Raquel to break up naturally? Will it be on pay-per-view or what? You know, it kind of depends on what they push Raquel to.
Right. I look at it this way. They don't need to break up. Right now, next Monday, they can just be singles wrestlers. That's it. Mm-hmm. They don't need to do anything special.
Because they technically are singles wrestlers, right, guys? Just because were putting a tag team together and won tag team championships doesn't mean that they weren't technically singles
there
wrestlers.
doesn't need to be an explanation or anything else. They're not tag team wrestlers. On Monday, Rackrod can go right after Rhea. Maybe even set up something for SummerSlam, or Liv can. That would work. Have Liv do it,
right.
And then lose for a while to Rhea. And then Rackrod helps her out. They're going to have Nikki Cross on TV. That's weird.
Yeah, with Shayna Baszler, which is even more weird. And it says, Robbie, what the fuck? I don't know about where you're at, but we don't fry or roast puppies. People was like a good prime rib would be the best way. It was like, you guys were not eating beef. We're going to eat you. You're not big enough to eat yet. We're going to fatten you up.
It's like,
you're not very chunky. Chunk. You're not very a chunky puppy. You don't eat enough food to be chunky, you skinny little shit.
yeah, he told you. It's over!
Are you a skinny little
Well,
shit?
I didn't have enough time to put the timer, so I'm going to say 4 seconds.
Yes. 4 seconds. 4 seconds. 4 seconds, little wiggle worm.
Why was Nikki ASH even in them? Oh, it's Rhonda.
Just Nikki Cross. Just Nikki Cross. What's he doing over there? Tracy said, is it sun there? Yeah, the sun is out. Yes,
Yeah, it is.
It is. Tracy's like, what are your names? Dalitha and Travis.
I'm Travis.
Ooh.
That's
Robbie
Dalitha.
says, Ayla, dogs are not cows, are they, Ayla? Do you need your eyes tested? Ayla says, Robbie, you don't pay attention. Robbie says, Ayla, you don't make sense. Bill's like, well, we really hardly ever eat beef. Only burgers and very rarely steaks. Ayla says, she wants to name him Wellington Beef Wellington Mr. Beef. No, I don't. Bryce says, NXT vibes, Nikki Cross versus Shayna, I got a vibe. Tracy says, I do not like Rhea or Shayna. Piccolo says, which wrestlers do you like, Tracy? And Bryce says, that was too short, honestly. They gotta stop making these matches short. I mean, don't get me wrong, I know they got a long time schedule and stuff like that, but give them some time, aka Spotlight. Well, and the fact that you don't see...
Nikki was a champion like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
It's
and
fine.
You don't see her very often anymore except for her weird, crazy shit she does backstage.
With the blonde.
Mm-hmm.
Johnny Gargano's wife. I can't think of her name real quick. Candace
LeRae. Mrs. Spaghetti. Ayla's like, Brock. Tracy says, I do not like him. And Piccolo says, LOL, Ayla only knows 3 wrestlers. Greasy Hair Dude, Undertaker, and Brock. She knows John Cena and Hulk Hogan. Piccolo, give her some credit. She knows other wrestlers.
Is Shayna Baszler the most cringy wrestler ever? Ever. I'm talking worse than Dominic cringe. I feel like Shayna's like got to be in the top 3 all-time cringiest.
This whole thing is cringy. Ayla's like, well, his nickname in chat is now Mr. Beefy Boy, so that's your fault. How is it my fault?
Well, security is trying to stop her.
It was just a very English name. And it is a name, not just a beef dish, you weirdo. You hungry or something? Piccolo's like, oh, Cena, dope. I don't know if that's dope, Piccolo, but she knows who he is. I was like, yes, at least.
You,
like,
me, I'll see you in Motor City, witch. That's what she said. But,
Ooh,
but with a
Detroit
B.
in the Motor City.
Yeah.
Bitch.
SummerSlam, that's happening. Already.
Vindicator says, geez, this women division is a complete afterthought. So anyway, there is nothing left that will hold my interest tonight. So you guys take care. I will see you for Dynamite. Peace out, puppy lovers. Bryce says, I mean, she is cringe, but she got a long way, though, becoming the greatest. But not yet. Needs a little bit of work. Robbie says, Shayna, who taught her mic skills? Nobody.
I don't know if she ever learned any.
And
It's
it
so
was like,
cringe.
Brock is just so dang adorable.
Oh, do I have Logan on here? Nope.
Tracy's like, goodbye. Goodbye, Tracy. Thanks for hanging out with us. And Ayla's like, bye.
All right,
Pizza.
never mind. Shayna's second worst because Ricochet's got to be the cringiest guy.
That was cute for a TikTok. Pickle's like, I'm a puppy lover. Where's my pupper?
Logan, I'm not a TikToker, bro.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a
You
YouTuber.
want him? Here, Pickle, come get him.
My thing was funny and you missed out.
Hi.
Totally missed out. Her name, Jackie Redmond is her name. Jackie Redmond. She's pretty.
Oh, come here. Just cuddle. Just cuddle like a normal. Just cuddle. Ayla's message attracted and Tracy says, you're. And Piccolo says, no, give Ricochet his flowers. Ayla's like, Brock. Tracy's like, eh? Ayla's like, I like cats personally. Yeah.
I'm not a TikToker, bro. I'm a YouTuber.
Bryce says, okay, guys, Travis, time for me to go. My phone's about to die. Not a raw. It was decent. Not mid or bad. Very decent. Bye. Peace out. Take care, everybody. Have a great Monday. Bye, Bryce. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. Hopefully we'll see you on Wednesday for a little bit. Slobbering on things. It's weird. Pickle's like, bye, Bryce. See you soon. Tracy's got the alphabet. Good job, Tracy. I'm glad that you can type things on your phone or computer or whatever the hell you're using.
What's going on? Oh! There it is. The greatest women's wrestler of the modern era.
Wow, she's actually wearing decent clothes tonight.
Becky Lynch hung.
Feels like an abacus? An abacus? Is that math? Are we mathing?
Yeah. Why wouldn't you, math?
I don't know. Good boy. Is that your name? Good boy? What are you doing? What are you doing?
Whatever I want.
Why are you
whenever
doing
I
it?
want to.
Chris says, damn, Becky Lynch is so fucking hot tonight.
Yeah,
And I
she
was
smoked.
Like, who Dana Brooke? I don't know. Who's she?
Dana Brooke has lost all of her muscle. What the fuck happened to Dana Brooke?
It's kind of creepy.
She go
Riddle
vegan?
says-
Like, she looks terrible. And she used to look amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And they got her on NXT, and she doesn't even fill up her pants.
And it's not sexy. It's kind of creepy looking. People's like, Mathin, like, ain't nobody's street business. Is that your favorite person? Oh, you gonna bite him? That's not nice. He doesn't like being bit. He said no. See? He's gonna claw me.
And he is a vampire. It's probably one you don't want to mess with. When the cat's head's bigger than yours, probably don't bite it. He's licking like crazy.
Like, I love you so much, Leopold.
So much love. You don't understand.
I want to chew on your ear.
Don't bite his ear.
Don't bite him.
He bit him in the face. That's pretty funny.
You can lick him, but you can't bite him. Biting is bad.
That's your Leopold, huh? That's a good boy.
He's like a swamp.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can't let his feet touch anything. Because he kicks off of it. But if you just hold him there, he's good.
It's weird. Here, you want him? Here, you take him. Be careful of your mic. He'll try to eat it.
Yeah, he likes those. They're high in nutrients, is why.
Probably. That's why I put mine down there.
That is my earpiece.
He's like, you know how I like to chew in your ears? What's this? It's got cords coming out of it. Chomp, chomp, chomp.
Is that a hearing aid?
Phil says, right, thick Dana Brooke is better. Chris says, Becky looking like a certified streetwalker for sure tonight. Not really.
He just dug my face.
Like with his claws?
Yeah.
We need to somehow chop them off.
Yeah, I can.
We need to clip his little claws of clipness.
What's the little lion's name?
Lambert? Oh, Simba. Simba. From the Lion King.
I gotcha.
Right?
You may go back in your kennel.
Yes.
All right, let's go.
We have like a whole hour left. There's not much we can do with it.
I have been disconnected.
We're just in our commercial break here at Raw, guys. It's just at the top of the hour. They're just talking about how SmackDown is going to be on FS1 this week. So that's where it's going to be. Surprise! There he is. Look at his feet. He's like, beep, 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 beep. Can you see his face now? He's very dark. You have to like pull it back a little bit. He's so black, you can't even see anything about his face. I just happened to look at our screen. I'm like, it's like a void. All our first stuff, anyways, he looks like a little void. Ms. TV. Oh no, the crying begins.
It's getting murdered. Ooh, Miss TV, that means Becky Lynch.
Pico says, sounds like I need to pull out a will. Maybe. Chris says, hopefully we get a LA Knight sighting. Maybe. Pico says, awful thing, puppy cam. Robbie's like, hello, D, you're terrible, but keep the jokes coming. What jokes? And Pico says, I need sweets. You and me both. I didn't get any snacks tonight. It's terrible. Pico says, let's see what's in the kitchen. Hey, no. Be good. Who the fuck is Travis Kelce?
He's a tight end for the Kansas City Chiefs.
Oh. No. The most overpaid loser in all of
Besides
sports
Trae
at
Young.
McAfee. Straight up No. Stop it. You little poop stain.
She's the only woman to ever main event and win at WrestleMania.
Becky Lynch. She's a man. Killer.
Ronda Rousey, Charlotte, and Becky, the only women to ever main event WrestleMania.
Dude. Leopold. Nope.
Now you got a clean butt.
Get out.
There's Becky. Dressed like Carmella. I don't hate those pajamas.
It's pajamas?
That's what they look like to me
Is she going to bed?
after the show.
Got her jams on. Nice jams. Jams.
That's what we're going to see, Zoe Stark. I should probably write that down too.
Right? You gonna come back? Because I sprayed your butt. Sprayed your butt. Oh, your back end is wet. You just plopped it on me.
Wonder why.
Because I sprayed his ass because he's a jerk.
Because I sprayed his ass. Literally.
Chris says, oh yeah, going to bed, all right. Yeah, Chris, she's going to bed.
Thank you, Trish.
No.
Thank you, Trish.
No.
Becky
She
Lynch.
good. She good.
That girl gay.
I'm sitting
that-
next to a winner.
No, he said, how does it feel sitting next to a winner?
Boop, 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 boop.
Lots of losers.
Yeah, because she's a loser.
Is it because of her age, you think?
Probably. She's all old and stuff.
She's going to answer it honestly.
What's her answer? Is she going to slap him? Slap him.
Probably, but that makes no sense. Because it's true.
Ooh.
She's going to get a hernia. Well, then why do you keep losing?
Is a what?
A step. She's speaking a different language. It's Irish.
Is that what that is?
Mm-hmm.
I need an interpreter. Where's Aoife when you need her? She's probably sleeping. I asked her about her job. She just left.
Right? A little overkill there, Becky.
Oh, you ruined the surprise. Pickle's like, all she's missing is a teddy bear. Right?
Zoe Stark. And thank you, Trish.
Do you think that they said that she's like, you have to introduce me as that all the time?
Hall of Famer?
Uh-huh.
No, they do it with all Hall of Famers. They even do it with Edge. Thank you, Trish. Somebody finally said it.
Oh my God, a bratty toddler. My. Pickle, what kind of sweets did you find, in the kitchen? What'd you get?
It's Rue in there.
Rue?
That's her daughter.
Oh.
She's so obsessed with me.
She can't fight you. Her nose is broken. Literally. I'm pretty sure it's really broken.
Oh, yeah. It's definitely crooked. So she's
Stop trying to make yourself relevant or make fetch happen, Zoe
right.
Stark. It's not
Zoe's
going to happen.
terrible.
No matter how much Trish stands with you, you're still going to be a nobody.
She did. True. Thank you. Just move forward with this. Move to bigger and better
Moving
things.
on.
You don't need to keep beating the same person over and over and over and over. What is it? Thank you,
no.
Trish. Thank you, Trish.
It's not about paving the way. Piccolo says, I have the Hawaiian sweet rolls. I can mix some peanut butter and honey together. You know, if you do that, I suggest putting real butter on your rolls and then putting the peanut butter and honey on it. Bomb. Chris says, hello, Trish said baby like Adam Cuck. Nice. I wasn't listening to her.
So her top's also a bra. It's
Yes.
got the underwire on it.
Yep. So she has support.
She is better than you because she beat you.
Yeah, beat you.
It should be a handicap match, 2-on-1.
Oh no, she's gonna fight her with her broken face.
Silly.
Ooh, conditions. What is?
A mask on a pole match. That's how you get the crowd involved. Good girl, Trish.
Trish said a
Trish
joke.
is funny.
That's hilarious. I didn't know she was a comedian too. That's funny.
She's triple threat.
She's a terrible
Looks,
talker.
brains, and comedian.
Comedian.
Do it, Becky. You have to thank her.
Oh, to get
Have
a
respect.
rematch.
Have respect for your elders. What's the next thing? What do you think it is?
Tish. Yeah, no.
She's gonna put "Thank you, Trish" on her titties. That's what this should be, anyways. Is a handicap match. Is what they should do.
I got it. Oh,
Oh,
you're gonna
punched
keep up
her,
to
though.
yourself. Nope, you gotta clean yourself.
Trish looks like she's already hurt. Oh, she took her face off.
Oh no, not her face.
I need that for my nose. Her nose
Ah.
is gross. She punched her right in the forehead.
It's all bruised really,
Yeah.
really bad. She's trying to cover it with makeup, but it looks silly. She's wearing it. That's
and
actually
used it as a weapon.
nice. Look at Miz. Oh, I'm gonna leave now. He like stayed there the whole time through the girl fight.
Yeah, the dudes he
It's
steps out.
hilarious. He's just like standing there. Girl fighting. Nice.
Pull her top off.
And then she gets done and he's like, oh, I'm leaving. My bad.
It's supposed to be in here.
Yeah, her nose looks nasty. I don't know if she broke it, or if she just busted
Maybe
it.
dislocated it. That is a thing.
It's funny and crazy.
Earlier tonight,
Chris says Trish
recap.
should have said, make her bark like a dog like Vince did.
Yeah, that would have been hilarious. I want to see this tattoo. Not that I want to see her boobs, because she doesn't really have any, but I do want to see the tattoo. Would you get a thank you, Trish tattoo?
Oh, fuck no. I don't care about that dumb bitch. I would have nobody's name on me.
Just Trish's?
No names. Nothing.
Would you put thank you back?
No, I wouldn't say thank you to any of
What
those
about
people.
2 belts backs?
People's like, wait, how long ago was Money in the Bank? 3 weeks.
It was the first, whenever the first was. I don't know what day we're on, like the 12th?
Today is the 17th of July.
17th, so 16 days ago, 17 days
So
ago.
like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, 2 weeks ago, Saturday. Forever in wrestling world. Because we don't look back, we look forward. Unless you're a champion all of a sudden, then they count you days, how many times you've been champion. There was one the other day I read. It was like, she's been champion for 100 days. I'm like, so? I can't remember who it was.
3 months and
Asuka.
10
It was Asuka.
days.
100 days. It's like, whoop-de-doo, Basil. What does it all mean? It's official.
Well, it
Lesnar.
has to be because Brock Lesnar threw a chair.
Yeah.
So it has to be official now.
Fine. So worthy of it.
Hellions from Hades.
Cantankerous. Oh, it's Shinsuke. It's about time. Who's he going to lose to tonight?
I don't know, but what happened to Boogs? And Elias? Where are these people?
I don't know. Yeah, because he was going to fight like Bronson Reed. I don't think that ever happened.
People's like, yeah, this is my dad's B-Day. He would have been 84, I think. Oh, well, happy birthday to your dad.
Yeah, happy birthday. My grandma's birthday, she'd have been 100 yesterday. She died at 98. So, the only year she didn't live in is 22.
Your grandma didn't die in 98.
She was 98.
Oh, she was 98. I'm like, what?
She was 98. Anyways, yeah, she lived in every year but 22. So she was born in 23 and she died in 21. But she died on the 22nd of June.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
So she got that 22 in. But I don't think it counts. The big D?
That's not the right Mark Wahlberg. Who is this person? Imposter! It's Mark L. Wahlberg. Whoever the fuck that is.
That guy.
Imposters.
He's not a Wahlburger.
No.
Peacock. Downey. Downey will save your load.
That sounds gross.
It does, doesn't it? But it saves it.
People's like, wow, imagine living in the 20s and 30s.
Yeah, she did. We're living in the 20s right now.
Mm-hmm.
The roaring 20s were not so really roaring. People were kind of doing it wrong, and that's why the Depression hit. Doing it wrong.
They should have brought all the Flapper Girl look back for this century, too.
I would have loved it. Yeah, the hats and the fun.
They already have the weird haircuts. They might as well. Chris says, White Christmas in July in a Becky face. Okay, super fucked up, man.
Oh my God!
Is it, though? Coming from you, it doesn't
Is that from
sound...
Downey? Did you save a load?
It's gross.
Ew. Strawberry shortcake slush float.
Mm-hmm.
Mmm.
Basically, it's just like a slushy with ice cream in it. It's actually pretty good. The lemon ones, like a lemon slush with vanilla ice cream in it. It's actually pretty tasty.
That sounds good. How do you do it?
That one's
right
pretty.
in its face.
It's pretty good. Pico says part of my dad's family is Mennonite? Mennonite or Mennonite? Mennonite? Oh, sorry. I was trying to get my phone, but it was under me and you were on top of my leg.
Why are you eating your tail, buddy? Does it taste good? Taste good right there? Nope, can't play with the stick. It's here. Baseball game outside.
The Mennonites. Picola. I was like,
The
do you mean Mennonites? Yeah. M-E-N-N-O-I-O-M.
What's a Mennonite?
They're like Amish, but
Oh.
there's differences. The Mennonites are generally more progressive and accepting of modern technology, but they still maintain a strong commitment to their faith. So they dress like the Amish and stuff, but they embrace like TV and electricity.
When
and
Brett
stuff.
was up on his vacation, when he was up at the river, they ran into some Amish.
Like
And he's
actual
like,
Amish?
They live up in that area and there.
Really? I didn't
Yeah.
even know they were over in the western side.
Yeah.
I thought they were all just in the eastern area.
They were really nice, and
They're very polite people. They really are.
he gave him a ride. He's like, "How'd you guys get over here?" You know, like, and they're like, "Well, we can't drive, but we can be driven." And they're like, "Oh, you want us to give you a ride?" And they're like, "Sure." So Brett gave him a ride back.
Yeah.
And
And for all we know, they could have been here on Rumspringer. Just kidding.
is this Bronson Reed again?
Ugh, God, yes.
He's already beat him.
Let's
Look at
see
this
it again.
fat ass. Holy crap!
Chris is like ready for Uncle Howdy and Bray Wyatt DLC on 2K23. This wins, I think. Yeah,
That's so
this
funny
Wednesday
that
for
they're
the
doing
downloadable
that.
content's happening.
6 foot, 300 pounds.
330. That 30
Three.
pounds makes a huge difference.
Yeah, I was 300 pounds. That's weird.
He believes his own hype. Yeah, but nobody else does.
All right, Nakamura, you better win this.
Right?
Son of a bitch. I just watched you lose at Strong Style. Or whatever that thing was called. That G-Force or whatever the Japanese one is. Mm-hmm. He wrestled one of the better Japanese wrestlers.
Yeah.
Like Kobayashi or whatever. That's a hot dog eater, but it is a wrestler over there.
Chris says, what? I was 330 pounds and I look nothing like Reed. I feel better.
Right? His nipples are out. It's
But
weird.
were you 6 foot tall or are you taller than that?
What is that? Don't ever do that again. That was so weird. That reminded me of Chunks on Goonies.
Do the truffle shuffle.
Truffle shuffle.
Do the truffle shuffle. No, guys, don't make me do. Do the truffle shuffle.
That's great.
Chris says, probably shorter. Oh, and you look nothing like him. You just might hold your weight different. Happens.
2-time.
Like 5'5". What? You're 5'5" and 330 pounds?
Did you roll?
I would imagine you didn't look anything like Bronson Reed. He's like 6 foot. Chris is like, but I have no neck. Oh my
shit,
God.
that hurt him.
Who'd there hurt more? I don't like this guy.
No.
I don't know what it is about him, but I just don't like him at all. Like, nothing about him makes me go, wow, he's so amazing. Like,
Those big guys like this, though, need to be there. And I say it every week that we see him.
I guess.
They need
I mean,
that.
I'm not saying they can't have big guys. I'm just
Right.
saying, like this, I do not want to see that close of anybody's face.
Well, I wish he'd
on
wear a
TV.
bigger top so we didn't have to see his nipples.
Just one just hanging out because it fell over on one side of his onesie outfit.
Giant boobies.
Gross.
have that video game.
They're like, well, I did it in the game, so I shouldn't die. I've raced it 1,000 times this way in the game, so you know. Chris says, yeah, these big guys need to be around for rumbles.
Yeah, they're needed. I mean, King Kong Bundy is a prime example from back in the day. You know, and he headlined WrestleMania 2.
Wow.
Bundy had a little bit more personality, but it was also the golden age of wrestling, so they call it that.
You called it?
They call it that. I don't call it that. I just call it the 80s. I'll be the judge of that.
It's creepy. Chris says, LA Nate got a Road Warrior pop for sure on Friday.
He does, too, every time. He's probably the most popular guy they have.
Travis's dad
commercial.
puns. What are you doing? Are you sleeping? Did you fall asleep? It's a weird place to fall asleep. Chris says, you guys gonna watch Barbie movie? I might just to see how such a movie plays out.
Yeah, I'm not interested in it, but it is a movie that I would watch if somebody was watching it. Like, I'm not, like, opposed to it by any means.
I'm not gonna go out of my way to, like, go, I'm gonna watch it.
I put it on my list.
But
You just made the list.
you just made the list.
Like that movie last night or Saturday, I didn't know I'd want to watch it. I didn't even know it existed, and it was pretty good.
Oh, The Outlaws.
The Outlaws. Had
Yeah.
007 in it, and it had some girl I've never seen before. And
Piccolo says, you think Bam Bam Bigelow was a great wrestler?
loved Bam Bam. Great. Yes, he was a great professional wrestler. I don't know about Greco-Roman or, but yeah, definitely a great professional wrestler.
Piccolo's like, ew, which one? Which one what, Piccolo? Like, which the Outlaws? It's the new one on Netflix that Adam Sandler produced.
So Adam Levine, what's that guy's name? The kid that's in Pitch Perfect.
I can't remember his name.
He's a pretty good singer in Pitch Perfect.
Chris says Bigelow is definitely underrated. Best big man in the business was his nickname, as well as Beast from the Eats.
I knew him as the Beast from the East, yeah. You know, Vader was up there with him as a big man that could move. I really liked Vader also.
Pico's like, oh, don't have the Netflix right now. I don't blame you. Anyways,
Look at this big dude.
It's nothing to get Netflix about, that's for sure. I mean, it wasn't.
Oh, he might have
awful,
just
but
killed him. That's over. No! Nakamura got that shoulder up.
Good for him.
Look at the airborne from the big man. Go up top. This is where he's going to screw up, you dummy. That's what my grandpa would say. You big dummy.
You big dummy.
Well, he's too big, see? Get him, Knock. If you can get him down on the ground, you can hit him with your move. There it is. Shinsasa or whatever. Oh, he didn't go for it. Go back and hit him with your knee. There you go. Show us your titties.
Show us your titties.
Well, everybody's just showing Jody.
Oh,
cross body
no.
right across the nose.
People was like, hey, back in the 2000s, D, did you know Vinnie Mac had an actual feud versus
So
God
Tommaso Ciampa just showed up out of the blue
to beat up Bronson Reed?
and cost Nakamura the match. So
What a
Bronson Reed
jerk.
wins. 7:33. Get him, Knock. Kick him in the back of the head.
I did not know that, P-Cola, because I know nothing about what happened in the 2000s.
What is that?
Back in the 2000s, Vinnie Mac had an actual feud versus God. It was
fine.
stupid as fuck, and HBK was part of it. It does not surprise me that cross-eyed freak would be a part of something like that. He probably thought he was God. Chris says, Travis, did you like Doink the Clown?
No.
I like Doink after WWE changed his gimmick up to like a darker version, basically like Raven, but with clown face paint. He was still called Doink, though.
Right. No, I never liked any of the clowns in wrestling. Even in the WCW, they had the Insane Clown Posse. I never, and that wasn't because they were clowns. It just, I had my favorites, and it was really hard to break in.
To the favorites.
Mm-hmm.
Chris says Doink was in an early version of the wrestling promotion GCW.
GCW. He's the one that they gave the participation trophy to after his partner got fired because of some stuff that he did with some little girl or something.
Yep.
I'm assuming. I don't know what happened.
Yeah. He should have never
Or
gotten
either that or
anything.
sexual assault or something. I probably shouldn't say what it is if I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I don't know what it was either.
But he got fired.
Mm-hmm. He did. He got fired for stupid decisions he made in his life. He got found out. He fucked around. He found out.
That's Robert Downey Jr. That's funny. Oppenheimer.
La, 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 la. Picola says, okay, so let's see. Rumors and innuendo have Brian Pillman Jr. at the Performance Center.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. What would you call him? Or would you just allow him to be Brian Pillman in WWE? Because Vince usually doesn't do that. Let him have their own name.
Was he in AEW?
Yeah, Brian Pillman. Remember he was with Garrett?
No.
Oh, stop.
No, seriously, I don't remember him.
Griff Garrison and Brian Pillman. They had long blonde hair.
Oh, the blonde guys
Yeah.
with Julia Hart. She was the cheerleader. Okay.
I think so. Yeah, she was.
Yeah, until she got spit on.
Yeah, Brian Pillman.
And then she decided to play with the dark guys, I guess.
His dad was a good wrestler in the 80s or 90s. Then he had a heart attack from drugs.
Chris says, yes, Wesley partner Zachary is back in TNA, though, so tells you all you need to know about that company.
Yeah.
Sounds like crap. Pickle says, find out in 6 months whether he's worth a damn in the big leagues.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think he has what it is, or, but I didn't like his dad that much either, by the way, Brian Pillman, so.
Chris says, I would make Brian Pillman Jr. become the face of NXT.
So you like him. And I was never a fan of his dad, so it was hard for me to like him. But I didn't hate him in AEW. I liked him and Griff. They did fine. I can't remember their name. The Blondes? Something Blondes?
Varsity.
Varsity Blondes, yeah.
Because she was a cheerleader.
Did Jungle Boy and Homegirl get married? Because there's a lot of pictures of them in Hawaii. Maybe they're just vacationing.
Oh, I don't know. Chris says, I also would just roll with and make Pillman Jr. like his dad with the psycho guy. Feels like, yeah, they had that varsity gimmick. Chris says his dad was so unhinged. LOL, one of my fave Pillman promos was in ECW. The crowd was wild.
Yeah. He was a nutbag. You know, he played professional football. He was
Wow.
a super athlete. Brian Pillman. Son's not that on that level like his dad, but
Right.
he was definitely a very good athlete. Played for Cincinnati Bengals and then he wrestled.
Pico says, I don't know about the whole Anna Jay and Jack Perry.
Yeah, I mean, there's no wedding photos on her stuff. But
You would think if that was the case, they got married, that she would have it everywhere like the
Yeah.
other two dipshits.
Yeah, dipshits.
Yeah. The ones that are now pregnant and having a baby.
The Iconics.
What the fuck? No, in AEW.
Oh. I know there's one. I can't think of the other one.
Which one is that?
Garvia.
You're getting so close.
Sammy Guevara.
There you go.
But I don't know the other one right offhand.
Ty?
That's the one that she's with Gargano.
Yeah.
Oh, you're talking about those two.
Yes.
I thought we were talking about two different women.
No.
Okay.
Talking about those stupid idiots who got married
Is
and
it
threw it all
stupendous
over
intellect?
everything. Pico's like, oh, the other night. Travis, did you see who was in the crowd front row in Collision? Did you? Travis doesn't pay attention to the front row stuff, Piccolo, because he doesn't watch it
hold on.
live.
I watch it and fast forward, but I remember something happening in the crowd, but I can't remember what the hell it was. What is it? Who was in the crowd?
A bunch of guys were talking to Chris Benoit's son.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, Benoit's there, which is weird.
That's kind
Like,
of creepy.
so my question is do you come in as a Benoit or do you change your name? Do you try to like be Benoit and then hope the fans just think of how good your dad was at wrestling? Because he looks just like him. It's creepy. Although he's nowhere near as big as Strong, but
Well, of course not. He's not on steroids.
yeah. Oh, not that I'm aware of. He had a shirt on.
Next
so.
week on Raw, Drew and the Ring General are going to have a face-to-face.
You think they'll kiss?
Maybe.
Because of face to face? Nose to nose?
Logan's going to return next week on Raw.
There it is. Challenge accepted.
Pico says very weird. The commentary said he was a rando. Really?
A rando. Nobody
They're
knows
like,
who
we
he
don't want to
is.
say his name because people might get upset. I wonder why. The poor kid. I mean, I feel bad for him.
Yeah, it's not his fault that
Because
his dad's a wackadoodle.
He literally, his history of his dad's wrestling career is marred by his dad being a crazy wacko.
You know who has it worse?
No. Who? Dominic Mysterio. I'm just kidding.
He has a worse career, but I'm trying to remember the guy's name, so you're gonna have to give me a minute. I'm terrible with names.
Oh my gosh, Cat.
Zac Efron played him. Serial killer.
Oh,
Ted.
Oh, Ted Bundy.
Ted Bundy's daughter.
Oh, yeah.
She has to have it way worse.
The fact that she was basically a product of,
Weirdness.
well, not just that, but she didn't come about until her mom, like, became obsessed with him, married him in prison, then had sex with him and got pregnant. Like, that didn't happen, like, outside of, you know, like, hey, before he got caught murdering people. So your mom was in love with a serial killer while he was in prison? You're creepy. Like, that's fucked up. People's like cold-blooded. My question is does she have the same obsession?
No, of course not.
Did she go to a lot of therapy?
No, she wouldn't. I mean, the mom might need it, but
Hey, it's Judgment Day. They came out with people.
Why are they doing so much with Judgment Day? They need to get rid of this group, let alone like play
I
it
don't
every week.
know. They just can't help themselves. They're like, well, Dom's over right now, so we should like shove him in everybody's faces 587 times. Because gosh, why not? Pico's like laughing cold-blooded. Oh well, that's a fine How I Met Your Mother.
Right.
Is it?
But yeah, I mean, there's nothing you can do, especially when you're a child. You're not even there, and your dad kills your family.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's in your blood.
Yeah. Like that's just, it's your history, it's marred by something horrific.
Right. Like my family was always told that my grandma was raped, and that's how my dad came about. So I've always like.
We found out differently.
Do we have like this like rapist blood in me?
Yeah, because we found out differently.
But yeah, that's not what happened. We're pretty sure that's not what happened. But she took it to her grave, man.
Grandma lied about lots of stuff there. Grandma Jerry. Shame on you. During that time, it was basically out of wedlock is why she did it.
Well, I think he was an adult, too.
He was an adult. Well,
she was 15.
Right? People were getting married at 15 during her time. I'm just saying that it was looked down upon to have... I mean, nowadays it's not as looked down upon, right? People having babies out of wedlock doesn't matter. Then it was a big deal. Like, you didn't do that. Like, that was bad. You got sent away.
She got sent away.
For that stuff.
Yeah, my dad was born in Anaconda, Montana.
Yeah. Like, they get sent to, like, girls' homes and shit because you're a blight on the family.
And then you come back and then you have a sister.
Right.
Or brother or whatever.
Right. But they didn't
do
with
that
her.
with her.
She came back and married somebody. And they just adopted him as their own.
Yeah.
And she lived her life and had more babies and stuff. But the fact of it is that she tried, probably only reason why they let that happen was because she said, I was raped. So it took the responsibility of her actions off of her, blamed somebody else, but she couldn't say who it was. So she just said it was some random... It was some
quote
random
unquote. Now my grandma is Indian,
Native American guy.
But she said it was a buck Indian. Like
Yeah.
you couldn't be more racist nowadays. But she is Indian,
right?
So she can say it all she wants. And
yeah.
It's like,
I don't even know what that means. I don't want to know. Don't explain it.
Just
but yeah. So she said, that, and then come to find out, Travis did some,
well, it's 23andMe
DNA stuff, and found out that he has more African in him almost than he does actual Native American blood. And it's just like, that ain't fucking possible if your grandma was, I was like, there's no way. Somebody lying. Your grandma's lying about her heritage because there ain't enough in her to give to her kid to give to you. And somebody else is lying. Right. There's lies everywhere.
I'm about 7% Native American and then 1% Congan.
Right.
From the Congo. I don't know what is it Congan?
I don't know how you
It's my ancestors.
It was just funny. Because it was like, you would have so much more if your dad's dad was Native.
Yeah, we know for a fact.
For a fact, he would have had way more percentage than that. Genetically, it doesn't make any sense.
He was papered. He was registered, whatever they call it.
Well, yeah, because that's how they did. I'm sure, this is it.
I was supposed to be, but I just never did
it. Now you can't.
Now it would be really hard to without
because you don't have your dad or your grandma to give you that backup of it. And you have her other kids saying, oh no.
Well, my Uncle Daryl is, but the other kids aren't.
Right.
And they're brothers and sisters. They're legit. But Daryl actually went and did it.
Peel says, LOL, JD was DX in the post-Attitude era.
But I do have
Who's JD?
what they call direct descendancy, so I can get like healthcare and all that stuff out there if I wanted. What is Damien wearing, and why is Damien wearing this?
He's wearing his wife beater.
His sexy shirt.
He's like, I gotta wear a girdle, but
Well,
my upper part looks okay.
It might be, cause he did, remember, he had that back injury, so it could be something for his back.
He's like, but I gotta wear the girdle for my middles. Anyways, Pico says, LO, JD was DX in the post-Attitude Era. I don't know who those people are.
Well, I know who DX is, but I don't know. I didn't know they kept DX going.
Pico says, hells yeah, high five, Travis. Right? Pico's like, I'm probably a good percentage Spanish because the Philippines were always taken over. Right?
You got to just do it. You know, they're on the Amazon days that they just had a few days ago. They had it for like $40. The DNA thing. Who's this?
Oh, it's Sethy
Oh, it's Seth.
attacking what's his face. He's like, I'll show you, interrupting my.
I thought it might be a fan for a second. I was
Because
like,
of his fancy shirt.
well,
Fancy
no.
pants. He's got fancy pants on. Look, they're all shiny.
All right, well, now it's a fair fight. Well, the broad's still out there. But.
Oh, he meant Judgment Day. Judgment Day was DX in the post-Attitude Era.
Oh,
okay. I see what you're saying now. That's funny. It's crazy.
Now it makes sense. Was that the bell?
Yeah. They did put the bell on.
Oh, Sammy. He's still out there right now, but he'll be out of this match soon. And you won't see him again until he
Because
Halula
Kevin
kicks.
has anger issues and stuff.
So he just lets Kevin carry the whole match.
Yes. This is probably going to be the main event, guys.
Are we going to get 2 new tag team champions tonight? That would be freaking sick.
Will they, though? I mean, in Damien's Money in the Bank winner, and then give him tag team titles?
Right. It's weird. I don't see it happen,
know.
but who's going to get pinned? I guess they could do a disqualification angle.
They could do that for sure. And they could always pin Dom. It's fine.
No, they can't. That wouldn't make any sense.
Why can't they pin him?
That's not happening.
Why not?
If anything, it would be Damien, and that I don't see it happening because he's Money in the Bank.
You're full of it. It's going to be Dom. Pico's like, they hate him anyways.
Who's they? The crowd?
The whole supposed crowd of boos
Rhea
that we
loves
hear.
him.
Pico's like, yeah, you can keep damn Triple H, Steph McMahon, and the New Age Outlaws off TV. Oh.
Yeah.
You got to see them all the time. That's always fun to see the same stupid people day
Was
in
Stephanie
and day
in
out.
that at some point? In that group? I didn't really watch at that time. But I know Stephanie was around because she had the small boobs and then she got her implants in. And then Jericho brought it to everybody's attention like we didn't notice.
Like, what happened to your boobs? That's so weird. Did you get bit by a mosquito?
They swelled up.
They just stayed that way. So weird. Living vicariously because they hate him so bad. They're like, kill him, kill him.
I feel like Vince should start another wrestling company. I was talking to her about this already. It would work.
Yeah.
Fire Triple H, not really, but it would look like he's firing Triple H. And then he funds it, and then they start another organization that goes head-to-head with AEW. Because a lot of athletes would be like, oh, I can't believe they did that to him. Mm-hmm. And all those wrestlers would want to work for Triple H, and so they would all flock to there.
Right.
And that would be the destination spot, even though Vince would fund it. But they wouldn't know that. But there's billions to be made out there. I mean, AEW just signed $1 billion deal with HBO. Or whatever you want to call it. Whatever that company is. Turner, or whatever. TNT, whatever. Discovery. That's what it is. And by doing so, and right now where they don't have any other content out there, it would just work. And you could do it super fast. Within 6 months, they could have it up and running.
Right. Pico's like, yes, she swerved her dad because she was originally going to marry Test. Ah, the old soap opera in 99, 2000.
Yeah, was she going to marry Test until he died, or did she break up with Test before he died? Because that would be kind of weird if she left Test and then he died. Did he die because she left him?
Probably.
I have a lot of questions with the Test.
Sounds like it. I don't even know these people.
Test was this massive human being. He was big, strong, athletic dude.
Oh, distraction. People's like, it me crazy. Yeah, Warner Brothers Discovery.
Yeah, and I feel like anybody could do that. And, Triple H knows what he's doing, even though Vince can still run it.
It's like, Damien, why are you grabbing people's buttholes to throw them up on
You didn't
them?
know that's how you stick a thumb up there and it gets him jumping.
It literally, like, grabbed his ass, like, in his ass cheek.
Right.
It's like, ew, dude, seriously.
Get up in there.
It's gut-wrenching.
Well, don't watch it.
Sickos. Sounds terrifying. Why would you be in it then?
It's Temptation Island. You take your other there to see if they're tempted.
That sounds terrible and stupid all at the same time.
Oh, shit. Oh. Shit's fine. The puddle.
Oh,
Oh, God. I'd be pissed.
poor Sonic person. Be like, my food and drinks.
My car. It'd be all sticky. You'd be like, yeah. No, I'll take it to New Day. But you're paying for it. But they're the cheapest.
Pickle says the segment where Triple H was in Vegas drive-thru with a passed out Steph, and like the whole wedding ceremony was stopped because she was already married.
Yeah, like I said, I don't really remember that time, but it would be kind of fun to recap all that because I missed a lot of the late 90s, early 2000s stuff. First of all, because I was in college and I didn't watch wrestling every week. I still watch pay-per-views, though. I'm pretty sure I've watched every pay-per-view ever. I could be wrong. There's a few there. Those in your houses that they did, I didn't watch all those. But the big ones I watched. WrestleManias and stuff. I had my cable box until they went digital, and I think that was in like 2001. But it was a scrambler box, so all I had to have was cable, and I could get any channel. But once they went digital, it was all downhill. Because you couldn't use your old analog boxes.
Right. Pickle says, I missed a lot during my deployment years.
Yeah.
But pretty sure you can't really get that stuff over, in the desert.
Or anywhere.
Pickle says, but I did remember when Eddie died and the whole Benoit mess.
Yeah, well...
I'm pretty sure that made, national news.
The reason I remember it so well, not the Guerrero, I don't remember Guerrero's, but I remember Benoit's because it was like they were doing this storyline with Vince and they killed him. They blew him up like he was dead. And it was like, holy crap, they killed off Vince, And so I was watching the build-up to the kill-off of Vince. And then Benoit kills his family over the weekend. And so Vince comes out on Monday, and he's like, there was a terrible tragedy.
That
and they didn't
happened
know
in the
that he
wrestling live.
did it. And so it was like this tribute to Benoit, and they brought all the wrestlers and everything. And then they found out.
You want to know that information first before you went out there and did that.
Right. Well, Benoit, and he died. So you immediately, as fast as you can, because you want to be the first one to say, oh my gosh. Then they cleaned it up. Benoit didn't exist after that. Probably because of the whole tribute to him. Like, oh, hey, here's the tribute. Thanks for killing your baby and your wife.
Thanks for being white. And the thing of it is, it kills me, is everybody's always like, oh, he was sick in the head and he had all those concussions and stuff like that. And it's like, you know what? He sent his oldest kid, the one that's alive, that you guys got to see.
He was with the mom, yeah.
Away.
Yeah.
Like, to a friend's house, for fuck's sake. Yeah, no. That's a big fat no. He knew what he was fucking doing. Sick fuck. He knew exactly what he was doing.
Well, not only that, but a lot of people have had concussions, and a lot of people have been completely crazy, you know?
Yeah, they don't go around killing their families.
Right? If you feel like killing somebody, leave. Like, and call somebody. Get some help.
Like, it's, like, crazy to me. Like, so weird.
I always put it this way. If you have a thought on, you know, like accident, whatever, and you feel like killing somebody, like hurting somebody, but it scares you, you're not going to do it.
Oh.
Right? That's just
Right.
a chronic, like people do that. Like some people are scared of knives because they think they might stab somebody. Like, or shoot somebody,
Or hurt
whatever.
themselves.
Yes.
Or, yeah.
But if you're scared of it, you're not going to do it. That's just anxiety. But if you're not scared to do it, you might want to start looking into it a little bit. If it doesn't scare you, if you start to like, not necessarily plan it, but if you start to go, huh, that doesn't bother, you know, like, then you want to just kind of, you know, and it's not an emergency because it takes time for those crazy thoughts to implant themselves deep. But you might want to just start talking to somebody and getting empathy.
Kevin Owens is out here.
Up top, cannonball. Oh, right into a knee.
Davey got his knees up, though. Oh, no. Poor Kevin. Hassan's in the chat again.
Hey,
says,
Hassan.
is this the last one, guys? Yes,
It is.
Hassan,
Main
it
event.
is.
Dom just
Tag
won
team
it.
titles
oh,
for
no.
the men.
There's Sammy.
Sammy breaks it up.
This pay-per-view or show went by pretty quick tonight.
Not too shabby.
Pretty sure we talked the whole time, so. If you can.
My legs just bothering me because I've had to keep it on like the same position the whole time.
Just put him on that rack.
It doesn't work. He like slides forward and stuff. I don't want him to like use his claws.
Move your butt forward.
I don't want to scooch down. Hurts my butt. Anyways, people's like, the Eddie shimmy. Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Got him. Pop up power bomb. That should do it. Oh, no.
Damien saved him. He kind of hit Kevin kind of funny, though, so he, like, patted him on the back to make sure he was okay. Mm-hmm. That's funny. Where's Sammy? I think he got broken.
I feel like there's a whole section there. There's nobody.
Well, there's no section up top, that's for sure. Up in the big, those ones right there. I don't know if they don't sell those or not. People's like, weird how that happens. At least no rehash trash. Yeah, they didn't have a lot of rehashing. They did have a little, but not as much
they
as
recapped what had happened earlier in the night with Brock and Code.
Yeah, but that was only like 16 minutes. Like, that was the first 16 minutes of the whole show, and that was done.
No, I mean, they recapped it.
I know, they recapped a little bit of that, but they
DDT.
rehashed their stuff prior to that.
That's not going to do it. That's a future world champion right there. Rhea's having a come apart.
She is. She's just, I don't know what to do. Got a lot of anxiety happening.
She's going to hit him in the back here in a second.
Yeah, there she goes. Get him.
Referee's not looking. Sammy's taking his sweet ass. Time.
Oh.
Big uppercut.
Damien got up. Oh, poor Kevin.
Gonna have to distract the referee.
Oh, no.
Oh, wow. He went for a haymaker there.
Yeah.
Oh, big kick. Sammy block it or get hit with it? I couldn't tell. That was a very undersoul sell. Oh, Damien.
Oh, my God. Did they seriously record the shit from England and then just put it in to a fucking Raw in goddamn Atlanta, Georgia?
I doubt it. That was probably a real
Ole, ole. That is not from Atlanta, Georgia. No fucking way that they would sing that in Atlanta, Georgia.
They might.
Whatever, bullshit. I call bullshit.
It's a Canadian thing.
I call total bullshit.
Come on, Damien. Beat him clean here.
They pulled that crap from when they were in Canada or the UK.
Kicking him in the chest, back of the leg.
They recorded it and then piped that shit in.
Ah, shit. There's the tag. Dominic's the legal man.
Oh,
Sammy doesn't know it.
Throw him out. Get him.
Drop kick right in the back. 619, damn bitch fine. Here it comes.
No. He got down.
Sammy moves out of the way, throws
He's out.
Dominic up over the top rope.
Now what?
Sammy gonna go
Get
flying.
him. Wee.
Cannonball.
Wee. Pickle's like, that's a homage to Sammy's old gimmick. Oh, is it? Had no idea. I don't know.
Yeah, that Halula kick
His
stuff.
old gimmick?
Yeah.
Like the ole ole?
Yeah, when he was in NXT stuff.
Oh. Yeah, I have no idea. Oh, no. Rhea threw poor Kevin into the stairs.
Because he doesn't.
Sammy's distracted by it.
No respect for the stairs at all.
Oh, poor Sammy.
Get him, Dom.
Oh, he's
Rolls
going
him
to get
up.
a quick roll up. No,
That
he
would've been
says.
fantastic. What is she doing? That was three. Somebody else coming down to get her rack rod, maybe? Rack rod?
Nope,
No,
Liv.
I told you that. Remember?
Yeah.
I said maybe Liv first.
Yeah.
Liv's upset because she lost her tag championships because of this broad.
Oh, no. Rhea's been taken out over the barricade. Poor Dom doesn't have
Dominic's
anybody in his corner
distracted.
to help him.
Bexploder.
Oh, there it is. Sammy's going to do his move.
Sammy's
It's almost
gonna
the end of the
it
day.
right here.
He's like, get up, you little bastard.
No, look at this. Dom.
Oh.
He's
going to try again.
There's the
There it
Halula
is.
kick.
Now, pin his ass.
He got him. It's over.
There you go. Pico's like, oh, no, before
1508.
that. Oh, okay. Pico's like, he was El Generico. It's a whole ass story. We don't have time for whole ass stories tonight yet, Pico. Hopefully you got your sweet snack in that you wanted.
So sweet. Super sweet.
And, of course, they retained because we figured
New Day
they would.
rocks.
No, that's not it.
When you say because, the only answer is New Day rocks.
Right? Oh, what are you doing? Why are you being a freak?
Just moving? What are you doing?
Dang, man. Violence. The violence over there.
Pour off air. I'll show you violence. Knuckle sandwich. Don't touch.
Violence. Anyways, so that was the end of the show.
So predictable.
Sammy and KO retained the tag team titles, guys.
As I was saying earlier, they'll probably do it with Liv first.
Yeah. Liv coming and attacking Rhea. It kind of took her out, so she wasn't part of it anymore, which was not a bad thing, really.
It's the way to do it.
Hey, buddy.
Doing
you
it
awake?
wild. What time is it?
9.
It's 9.
All right, everybody. That is the end of Raw tonight.
Raw's over.
If you
Sammy.
didn't join us, the main event of tonight's was the tag team titles of Sammy and KO against the Judgment Day, Dominic and Damian. And Dominic and Damian lost, bitches.
Losers.
We'll be back again on Wednesday, though, for AEW Dynamite, so hopefully you guys will join us then.
We appreciate it. Thanks for watching Wrestling Gavin. We'll see you on Wednesday. Bye-bye.
Bye.